introduce our beautiful selves. I think I'm unmuted. Welcome back, everybody. Hope your holidays and the surrounding weeks were absolutely fantastic. We are Roll North, obviously. I am Devin, a.k.a. DM Dodge. Sitting around the table with us today are Lucas, John, Ben, Matt, Nick, Timothy, and Spencer.
What even is role-playing?
What is it? What it is?
Do you want the Urban Dictionary?
We have a good amount of recap to give you because I'm going to do my best to give you the short version of everything that happened over the past weeks leading up to where we are now, which is just outside of the city of Baldur's Gate. But before we get to that, I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to Matt. For those of you who have been with us for a while or checked out the page, you'll notice we have some awesome new headings for stuff and clickables, our YouTube, the Instagram, our information, all that stuff has beautiful little imagery.
The Instagram is coming up.
The Instagram is coming up. So all of that is awesome. Thank you so much, Matt. It looks so good. I'm so happy. We have an announcement in regards to Twinheim, the fundraising Dungeons and Dragons nerdy thing that some of us are part of. So John, hit us with that.
Yeah, Twinheim, the nonprofit. It's been a couple months, but we did our last event in the middle of November, and we got our numbers back. We broke $2,000. We raised $2,063 for Gillette Children's Hospital. So pretty cool. I think the last one was $1,500, somewhere around there. Anyways, our next event will be at Con of the North, the second weekend of February. It is Valentine's Day weekend. If you can make it, we will be running D&D events Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will be DMing, so if you want to come
I will be too, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I know this is a surprise, but I'll be there with Saturday Night Space Opera. They do a lot of old school sci-fi games and stuff like that.
Awesome.
So come say hi if you recognize us.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's for charity.
Awesome. Thank you. Let's see. I think that's it, generally speaking, in the way of announcements for now. If we think of anything, we'll probably do another one at break. It's just been so long, and here I am trying to get focused and
Longer beard,
an inch longer.
Just
so,
don't even stress it. We're hibernating.
What is what? Regardless, missed you all so much. So what we are doing here, what Roll North is doing, is descending into Avernus. At some point, we have not begun the descent yet, but
The slowest escalator to hell.
from the very beginning, this all began as some terrible events happened in El Terrell, a city not far from Baldur's Gate, a holy city with a giant, beautiful, artificial sun above it that protected them from undead, that kept them safe. This city was the hometown of our good friend, the bard Dolan. And rumor had it in the beginning that the city had simply fallen, disappeared. All these migrants, all these people seeking sanctuary from El Terrell came to Baldur's Gate. And in the midst of that chaos, three death cults rather banded together and kind of began sowing chaos in the city. The Flaming Fist, our local friendly, totally uncorruptible police for Baldur's Gate, locked the city down. Totally uncorruptible. Their leader having disappeared, and one of the Dukes of Baldur's Gate. Enter the party. A interesting kind of collection of individuals who, by some crazy random happenstance, all ended up totally random in the same place at the same time prior to all of the unfolding events. And so somehow, by some dark deeds, they all know each other. I don't think that we ever actually totally revealed what happened, but something happened. Something
spoilers. Come on.
That aside, they were all blackmailed a little bit by this thing they were all part of, by the Flaming Fist, into the situation where they were required to deal with the Cult of the Dead 3, or die trying.
Does blackmail require regretting what you did? Because not all of us regret what we did.
No, not necessarily a regret, but like, I guess it wasn't
I'm not really
blackmail.
ashamed
It was
either.
do it, or we're gonna chop your head off.
That's
and
fair.
so it was self-preservation. Self-preservation.
I'm down with that.
I would like to keep my head.
Over the course of this adventure, the party went and talked to this informant for the Flaming Fist, helped her get out of some trouble with a pirate crew, and killed the pirate crew's captain and a bunch of the pirates, claiming the pirate ship for their own. The Uncivil Serpent? The
That sounds right.
Something
Yeah,
serpent?
that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
the Uncivil Serpent. Something in that variety.
Yep.
After the fight, they made their way to the ship. They scared the crap out of the crew. They began pooling their money and resources and trying to figure out how they would maintain this ship. So some of the party members went out and did some odd jobs, these kinds of things. And then everything kind of hit the fan, as they say, as they went to do some reconnaissance on their mission with the Cult of the Dead 3, and realized that it was a now or never kind of situation, as they upset the Cult of the Dead 3 with their presence. Some Flaming Fist died. The Captain Zodge, came all fiery and angry and said, "You got my men killed, you sons of..."
Jerks.
Explicitive word. And then he was all like, "Hey, you're dead in the morning if you don't go and try and figure this out. So get to it." And they did, and some of them almost died, and some of them died. At least one of them died, sadly. Rest in peace, our original party member, Wild Rose. R.I.P. to Wild Rose. The party was given the opportunity to bring her back, but didn't really want to kill an innocent child to do so. So, yeah. Moral reasons.
Still open.
That being said, they finished dealing with the cult. They rescued a Van Thamper, one of the children of one of the dukes of Baldur's Gate, one of the 4 dukes. He gave them some unsettling information that his mother had been the Duchess Van Thamper herself, had been instrumental in the fall of El Terrell. That El Terrell indeed fell to one of the hells, and that the mother was using the Cult of the Dead 3 to undermine the power of the Flaming Fist in order to further take her own control of the city. The party then went to Zodge, said, "Hey, we did our job." He said, "No, you didn't. There's still Cult of the Dead 3. On their way back to the ship, they realized that he was right, as their ship was burned. Exploded. As their ship was blown out of the water. And they realized they had a little more to do. So, they learned of another of the sons of Van Thamper, who they decided to attempt to kidnap and use as blackmail to get information from the Duchess. The Duchess being one of the most powerful people in the city, there aren't a lot of ways to influence her. So they went and heroically captured this person and then executed him helpless in a chair. So at that point, not a lot of options. It was do or die. So the party went and made a daring raid on the Van Thamper villa to try and obtain some evidence of the Duchess's wrongdoing. Nothing was totally secured in the way of evidence. One mysterious object, an infernal puzzle box, was recovered, and the party hightailed it out of there.
Oh, right. We found like the Hellraiser cube, the Lamental configuration. I forgot about that.
I believe I currently have that.
Yeah, you've got all
And
the
I
dangerous
killed
cursed
Grandpa
objects.
Van Thamper.
A son. He was not. He was not
Son?
a grandfather. He was. Yes.
Yeah.
He was a son of.
My boy!
Yeah, he
My
was a son of
final
the Duchess.
son!
Okay.
The old man?
In the window with the box.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a son of the Duchess.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We also got
Oh,
some.
because he was. Oh.
He was in his 50s, or 40s or 50s, but he was looking a little extra haggard because of, worshipping death cults, and devils and such things.
Sure.
We also got some gold, some silver, a potion of healing, a book of some whatever, and then some ink and parchment as well.
So much treasure the party attained. I would make a list, but I don't have the list. Oh, casual encounter that I forgot to mention. The Cult of the Dragon. They found that there was some of Tiamat's missing hoard that the Van Vampers had as they left the Dungeon of the Dead 3, and the cult kind of strong-armed them into giving it back. The other major thing that occurred is somewhere in their travels or somewhere in their dealings, they curried some favor with a captain of the Flaming Fist, and while the entire city is shut down and they just murdered a Van Thamper, this captain was able to help them get out of the city.
2 Van Vampers.
I think that is yes. I think that is the majority of the major points. So much more happened. So much more. But, there are 10 or 12 episodes prior to now that you can check out on that beautiful YouTube link to see most of the other things
Like, comment, and subscribe
that occurred. On top of that, we
Diddly-do.
will be doing a more formal recap that we'll be posting as a VOD at some point here in the future, hopefully, as
Seriously,
well as
Mom, go find
individual
it.
character recaps.
I love it.
That being said, that brings us to the present. It is the early hours right outside of Baldur's Gate. You have gone through the outer city and crossed the Worms Crossing that goes over the Keonthar River and heads south. And you are camping somewhat off the road, not far from Baldur's Gate, kind of regrouping. Major objects of concern, that infernal puzzle box, you have some inkling that you might find some knowledge about it south of here in a place called Candlekeep, which is a scholars and mages haven. A reminder to get in there, you need some book, you need some information, some object that Candlekeep does not currently have in order to enter, to give over. So that is not the puzzle box itself. It is some other object. So you have this knowledge.
Candlekeep?
Candlekeep, yes. It is not too far. It is several days travel, 5 or 6 days travel on foot to Candlekeep. So you have that traveling to do. But at the moment, you are sitting around a campfire, tucked off the road, thanking all of your gods and lucky stars that you're alive, and
Mostly my god.
yeah, almost, and deciding what to do next. Once again, thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoy everything that comes next as we attempt to rescue El Terrell. Campfire, early morning.
All right. I'm staring into the glowing, crackling fire, holding a field rat, prairie dog on a stick over the fire, and its skin is just crackling and fat is just just melting over it. I'm like, we really need to start traveling with the druid. Aren't you a ranger? Did they call you that? You're like a wild man.
Some would consider me wild. Sure. Yes.
I do.
Only where it matters.
What exactly were you
I
hoping
felt
for?
like maybe we should have focused on hunting a little bit today.
Oh, well, there's also these good berries that you've relied upon in the past.
I know, but they give me the runs.
Oh, that's not good. Well, I mean, we can certainly...
It might be the
forage
water.
more food.
It's probably the water.
It's probably the water.
Ignis has experience in medicine, and there's a bush behind there if you want to go.
No, I should have
get
prayed
examined.
to be able to clean up the diseased water.
Are you hungry?
You don't.
I'm making this hot prairie dog. So
Hey.
Are you hungry?
are you coming on to me?
Not yet. Yes or no?
I mean, I'll see how I feel after I eat this rodent.
Do I see any medium game around us?
So you've settled in. You've made this fire. You've been around. There's nothing really in the immediate area. You might spend some time to go off and hunt. However, while we did level, everyone's level 5, by the way, that long rest has not yet occurred. It is mere hours after your encounter, which means I think some of you are quite injured, tired, winded, these sorts of things. So
I've got a snack in my bag, but I'll give you that after the nap.
Okay. Again, you're not coming on to me, right?
Do we
You'll never know.
do we spend the day resting, or do we press forward?
I have acquired a few tomes that I would like to be able to study a little bit more for future use.
My only concern is simply surviving the night, or the day, rather. We've only gained some distance away from Baldur's Gate. It might be prudent to, while tiring, continue forth. But I would say that is the choice of the party at large.
yeah, for reference, I would say you are probably about an hour south of Rivington, which is the farthest most outer city
Suburb.
And they're going to say that either before or now, I'll cast a ritual cast alarm around us.
Definitely, that can definitely have been done.
I only say this as information tends to fly faster than our feet do.
Especially at the expense of a Vanthamper.
All right. Well, we were.
Yes, you did a good job on that one.
We already
you might have
have.
to improve a little bit, but you did a good job.
It was the right thing to do in my mind.
He deserved death.
And we had to leave anyway. We had a bounty on our head.
Oh, the other
Morty.
I wasn't sure if Morty
Morty.
came with us.
Mortlock.
Mortlock.
Another small point of note: the party has a companion for some time, Mortlock Van Thamper, the ugly basement-ridden
Basement. It's full of basements.
child.
That one.
But he's
The
got
rat fan thing.
ugly, but he's got a heart of gold.
And he's big though.
He is
He's
very
big.
large.
He's
He
very
has a
large.
very
He
large
is a-
sword.
He's
He's
a
a
person
big
under the
boy.
stairs. Yeah.
He's sitting kind of with you, his terribly scarred face, the whites of it gleaming in the fire.
You ever thought about getting like a mask, like a cool, intimidating, like, ooh, yeah.
Are you saying I should be ashamed
No,
of who I
you
am?
look. I was just thinking, like, wouldn't that just be fearsome?
Hot.
And yeah,
You don't think this is fearsome?
I mean, I think you look friendly and handsome.
Deception.
The first roll of 2020. The first roll of 2020,
Lying to
guys.
someone about the 20.
A 20?
20 total.
Yeah, his. You're kind.
I'm a face character, y'all. It's like
We all know how clueless this man is. Come on.
That's true. This still doesn't quite get away from the point that we either need to go or hunker down and rest.
right. I agree. Just remember, everybody, we were wanted by the most powerful guild in Southern Sword Coast. So, I mean, we.
The non-forgotten realm.
The guild. Speaking of that, the guild has a lot of outposts in the outer city. We're just going to casually roll a couple 20s, no modifier, and everybody's going to tell me their result for no reason at all as you left the outer city. So I'll just go around the table starting at Aurelius. Lucas.
Haven't seen her in bed.
18.
18. Ignis.
16. I thought that was an 18 as well.
16. Excellent. Oren.
15.
15. Dolan.
Are we rolling 1 or 2?
A single D20.
Well, my first one was 3.
Your first one. 3 it is. Egan.
Modifier?
None.
16.
16.
Nice.
Sterling.
10.
10.
Okay.
Dahlius.
I got a 5.
5.
But we've averaged well.
It's not an average so much. I would like each of you
I've
to
done
choose about a pound of equipment to erase off of your character sheets. I'm going to put it in your, the 3 of you, 10 and under. I think there's only 3 of you. 1 pound worth of equipment.
10 and under?
10 and under. 10 the number.
Yeah, they can just steal all of my rope. Because that's like 10 pounds.
So it would be small things. They probably wouldn't steal a massive rope off of you. So a pound worth of small objects that might have been pickpocketed reasonably off of your person.
In the woods?
This is just the people who rolled
10 and under.
10 and
yes.
In the woods?
No, as you were crossing Worm's
I did.
Crossing,
Oh,
moving
okay.
through the outer
Quill and
city.
a small knife.
So, 10 pounds, you say?
A pound, a single pound worth of
What
equipment.
is this, Pathfinder? We
There's
actually have
probably
How many pounds?
a single pound. A small knife probably doesn't quite weigh a pound.
According
So
to
be
this,
realistic.
a dagger does weigh a pound.
A dagger does, which is different than a small
I
knife.
guess it's a small knife.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
The dagger depends on how you use it.
Well, considering I was carrying the infernal puzzle box.
How much
If
does
you-
this nice book
If you had
weigh?
rolled, if you had failed, I definitely would have made a chance that that was an object that was missing.
That's a good.
Do you want me to hold on to that? I have arcane locked my bag.
I have arcane knowledge. I would like to study this. But considering that you all found some demons below, that sounds greatly concerning to me.
Devils.
Devils.
Yes.
Would my party know the difference?
There's a tiefling among you, right?
Me,
Yeah. he
Okay.
would- Aurelius for
the
sure.
one who can
And
detect
Aurelius
magic.
was one of the ones who encountered it, so definitely,
Okay. Devils.
yeah. The Aurelius, and then also a religious fellow was there. So there's the people who would know about a devil. Were there.
Cool.
And you would know.
I was not there.
That's fair. All right.
As far as you know, it was.
So a pound worth of equipment. Definitely be realistic. What might someone have stolen off of you? Money has a specific weight, so you could just erase a certain amount of money based on that weight, if you liked. Otherwise, yeah, just kind of be realistic. I'm not gonna
I'm not sure where
enforce
to
it.
look that up, actually.
The weight of money.
The weight of a single gold piece.
Well, go ahead.
I think that
There's a chart, isn't it?
there's a chart in the player's handbook if you'd like to look that up under the goods and money.
I was gonna say it might be
To
by
which you're
trade
holding.
goods,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
might be a little farther.
I'm pretty sure it's in there. Other than that, those of you who did not have anything stolen, I would like to
1
make
pound
a
of gold,
perception
50
check.
gold pieces.
A pound is yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, so if we didn't have something stolen, we have to do a perception check? Is that what you're
If you
saying?
didn't have something stolen, I would like a perception check.
All right, I'll risk it. Damn it! Always.
Wait, how does
Was
that
that a
work?
crit?
Yes.
Nice.
How does that work?
First 20 of 2020.
Well, I rolled the
Too bad
10,
skills
so
don't do
means I
that.
lost something, is that
Yes.
For a
It
total
is. It does.
of
10
19.
and so our first crit of the new year.
Yay!
For a total of 19.
with a -1 for a total of 19. We don't get a lot of crits as far as skill checks. We haven't had a lot. Been thinking a lot about it. I am bringing a homebrew rule that I have into this game. I believe that a crit should be something special no matter what. Obviously, a skill check, it cannot be an automatic success, but you will add 5 to the roll if you roll a crit.
24.
So a 24.
Remember when we played, remember when we played A&D, where whenever we re-rolled a nat 20, you would have like a +1 to a very specific thing that we do. Oh, like yeah, you like give a +1 to tracking demons under these specific conditions.
I just had character sheets riddled with ridiculously
That sounds like
niche
cheating.
abilities.
Some of them are really effective.
Yeah,
Those were the
definitely.
special ones.
See how many times you can put yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
But yes, so with the 24, you will have noticed, even as you left the city, that you were being trailed by guild members.
I rolled a 23.
You will also have noticed that. And guild members, by the way, are not just guild members. The prominent criminal organization in Baldur's Gate, for all of you viewers, is the Guild, headed up by one Nine Fingers Keen. And a major event that happened that some people discovered in the Baldur's Mouth, which is the newspaper, the daily newspaper, is that a hit had been put out on the party members by the Guild for being do-gooders. So, you two did definitely notice. What was your
I got a 19 natural.
a 19, but didn't hit 20?
No.
Okay. So you two noticed that. You can point it out to them, but you were followed even as you left Rivington.
Okay.
You have not seen them since in the last hour. Once you left the people, the people following you. Once you left the crowds, the people following you were quite adept. It seems as though they anticipated you leaving the city and sent people who were more adept at following in the wilderness than in the city. So you can only guess that they're out there somewhere.
Okay.
We should.
I agree. We're still being watched and followed out here.
The guild.
Yeah, I'd rather, basically fall down from exhaustion than get stabbed in my sleep.
Well, I would say, if anything, the threat will remain, but I feel like the farther that we get, the easier we'll be able to find whoever's following us.
Isn't that what I said? I just condensed my thoughts down and thought you could understand them.
Fuck off, we shall. Let's.
Yes, indeed.
Head on the Candlekeep or find a place to hide.
Keep going to Candlekeep and just
Okay.
get a little bit further.
find somewhere to hide.
Yeah.
Inclusive or yes. Deep.
So you kick the fire out, you pack your stuff up, you head back to the road. As Worm's Crossing and Baldur's Gate disappear from view, you find yourselves heading down the Coast Way, a dirt road that leads to such distant lands as Tether, and Calimshan. Candlekeep lies some 150 miles to the south and west, a 5-day journey. Coming up the road towards you in the early hours of the morning is a human farmer riding on the front of a hay-filled wagon pulled by 2 draft horses. The farmer gives you a friendly wave as he draws near.
Are we in Elo campaign now?
I'm gonna,
Oh boy.
I wave.
This is our time.
I'm having flashbacks to Game of Thrones.
I wave back and continue by.
How does the road look up ahead, sir?
I'm gonna whisper to Egan.
Yeah.
Or not Egan. Sorry, Ignis. Yeah, no, you're cool.
Yeah.
Do we take that car?
What? Oh, I can't hear.
Well, howdy.
More attention. to
Road's
see.
pretty clear.
That's good to hear.
Get a
And,
little further.
And the road the rest of the way to Baldur's Gate.
oh, you taking those to market?
The hay? No.
No? Oh. Just selling it or
Heading into purchase.
heading into purchase? Wow. Well, we were shopping there recently. What you looking for? We can see if we saw anything good.
Feed.
I would
horses.
think that, considering
So
your
you-
new
that you have
disposition,
it
might fit
there,
better
the
as some
hay?
people.
Hay.
You getting oats?
Hay ain't oats.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a priest by trade. So if you need any,
Oh, you say you're looking for oats?
Oats.
Oh. Yeah, oats they got. You're heading the right direction.
he knows that. Doesn't
What
I'm
what else
aware.
they got where you're from?
I'm just from a farm not too far from the south of here.
So, milk,
I have
flour, or what?
corn.
Hmm?
Corn.
Corn? I like me some corn.
Sweet corn?
Well, yeah.
We do this now.
Seed corn. For growing more corn.
Well, that's what most corn is, but
Do you have
That ain't true.
Considering how long he's been talking, can I insight him to see how much of this is true?
Yeah, go for it.
It's not gonna be above a 10.
Okay. Some seeds, you see, we eat. Some you feed to animals. Some are more good for selling as seed for other people to grow.
well, right. Also depends on the season, as you know.
Are you slow in the head?
Well, depends on what corn you got.
I think you're a little
He's-
slow in the head.
He's
Y'all
also a
wouldn't be
little.
headed to a blacksmith to try and tell them their job. Probably.
Is there a blacksmith ahead? Cause I gotta buy a knife. Cause
Blacksmith from where you're coming from.
Oh shit.
I think
I think he's a little slow in the feet.
well,
as
we
well.
appreciate the fantastic conversation.
Keep moving.
Bye.
Did you need any? Yeah, if you need anything,
Y'all better be careful making fun of the way people talk.
I try to. What do you think?
Speak in your own voice, not mine.
What do you think I'm speaking?
No, I want to roll. I'm uncomfortable. I'm gonna roll.
I have started down the road again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll
We're not
an
going to make
insight check
headway
as well.
with the locals. They're all going to after we're
Okay.
done.
Yeah, that'll do. I got a 20 on insight.
All right, yeah. For the
You'll never
record,
see
his
him
accent isn't local. Nobody around here talks like he talks.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll never
That's
see
not a
him.
casual accent. So
We're
when
not
you
in the
start slipping
mid-southern-
into it, when you
Well,
start
he
slipping
didn't
into
know
it.
that.
Good enough.
Yeah,
Do
just a heads up.
do we know where he's from?
No.
Okay.
But your 20 insight tells you that everything so far that he's said to you is a lie,
Okay.
not a speck of truth.
I'll
Seed corn, huh?
They don't know.
Shut the.
Hey, everybody!
I'm filling in the blanks.
I have to.
We shouldn't be talking to people who can tell other people where we are.
Are you saying that or out of character?
Are you on the run or something?
I cast Hold Person.
What?
To make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Bravo.
Is he a commoner?
This is exactly
I
how the
walk
stuff
up and
degrades.
throw my
It
blade
literally
under
is
his
just
neck
like,
and
oh,
say,
let's
"Fucking
talk
speak
to
your
this
truth,
person.
son."
Oh,
All right.
I made a fool out of myself. Let's.
You're all
Roll
being-
initiative.
Yep, you done.
Jerks.
What is
Do I
that?
have opportunity?
You have the opportunity to roll initiative.
Oh
is
my
what you have
gosh,
the
you
opportunity
murdering
for.
jerks! Not again! I can't go through this anymore.
All right. So with my initiative cards, there we go. 20 to 25.
Oh, is that so?
Wait, hold up. I think I got 25. 25.
Good. You're number 2.
Sweet.
Oh God! Of course he rolls high.
Oh, hey, what's up? What's this?
Yeah, he's probably.
Let me get my character voice back real quick.
5.
So anyone else 20 to 25?
Nope.
15 to 20.
I got a 16.
15.
18.
17.
18. That goes over there.
Ben?
17. 16.
Wow, I
That
roll
was
okay,
that's
and
the
I'm
first
still.
time that's happened.
15.
The last time.
10 to 14.
Yeah.
14.
No.
That one? Is that right? Did I get the 6 out there? Make sure they're facing me a little bit so I can see the initiative order.
We should
Okay.
totally double side these cards still.
And I think the last is Dolan.
Yeah.
Right? Not too bad.
I wasn't going to try.
All right. So, give me 1 second. I wasn't completely prepared for you to attack these guys, although they were completely prepared for you
These
to attack them.
guys?
Yeah, I thought
You
they
weren't
were
prepared for murder hobos? That
I
was
was
the
not
first rule
prepared,
of Friday
not
in the
prepared for
Oh,
murder
yeah,
hobos.
that makes perfect sense. That's exactly what they would be.
We should have led with
We're literally homeless, and we literally have been
yeah,
murdering
fireball
people.
or like a flaming hands. Like
I need 3 hours and 150 gold, and I get fireball.
No, it's just like
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, by the way, you're not level 5 yet, and you're totally not rested.
What? Oh man, I don't even know what my stats
I don't
are.
have the
I
stats
know.
from before though.
Well, we can just have to adjust. We'll figure
We're
it out.
not
Just-
yet. We
You can
only
just make a
until
quick
we,
assumption.
Okay. Subtract 1 from every.
Spellcasters might have 1 spell slot left. Everyone else had a short rest. You can all be full health.
okay.
That kind of stuff.
All right, fine.
I'll allow that just because it's the simplest and easiest way to do that. Was not completely expecting an encounter right off the bat, but here we go.
Y'all need to learn some social graces.
No,
Just
they
slip
were
on down.
they were gonna kill us.
like, howdy. Please. Thank you.
Yeah,
As they wave, you say,
we could have.
safe travels, and you keep
Yeah,
going.
we could
You
have.
keep going.
By
This is-
Dios.
There's this great video called "How to Talk Minnesotan" from PBS.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
really-
that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Sorry.
Well, it's like whenever you're driving by somebody on the road, you just do the 1 finger wave off the steering wheel.
That's an important one. Out in farm country in particular, everyone waves.
Yeah.
You gotta make it happen.
It's not a wave. It's a quarter acknowledgement.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a thing of beauty.
Are you talking about the 1 finger wave? I was spacing out.
You gotta roll the window down, stick your head out, and be like, hey. And then
All right,
get a
so-
10-minute conversation.
The first thing that happens as you begin to cast a spell is the individual sitting in front of you will pull a wand from beneath him, and I need everybody to make dex saves as you get hit by a fireball.
Yikes.
Immediately.
Immediately. coming out swinging.
Yes. This is you rolled the first 20.
So what
I shall roll the first one.
Deck save?
Dexterity saving throws,
Nice.
and it is going to be fire damage.
Of course it is.
Oh,
Sweet. I have my reaction, right?
Yep.
Sick. I get to absorb elements.
no, don't do it.
I rolled really low, luckily. So on a failed save, DC 16.
Oh, I got 17.
So I got 17.
I got 16.
That's really
I got
high.
16
That's a successful save. Yeah, if you hit it.
I forgot absorb elements like a couple of
It's a wand. So the DC is the wand.
Right, someone else casted a really high spell into that wand.
Yeah. DC 16.
My DC is 16.
There you go.
Well, no, it's a fifth level. I don't know what
The damage is 24 if
Yeah,
you fail.
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
wait, that's not
So
half
really
it.
low. Really low. Lucky fireball for you guys.
Fire resistance.
Does Uncanny Dodge have anything to do with that as well?
Success.
Does it?
Fail.
So we get 12
Correct.
damage.
Fail.
That's my question for you.
No, so if I succeeded and then all of a sudden I got
Do you want to read what
Uncanny-
Uncanny Dodge does for the viewers?
What does
Uncanny Dodge does starting at 5th level when an attacker you
We're not
can
fifth level.
We're not fifth level
see
yet.
hits you with
We're
an
not fifth
attack, you can use a reaction to half
Timothy.
the attack's damage.
That's what
We're, no,
uncanny dodge
we're not
does?
fifth level yet, though.
You haven't quite leveled.
Yes, so we're leveled,
My fault.
but we're
We're
not
at fifth
leveled
level.
just
Yeah.
yet.
We were trying
We
to
have to long
keep out of
rest.
trouble, so
Yeah.
we
We're,
could.
we're just about there, but
Yes.
not quite. And I lied. Spellcasters, unless you're a warlock, can have 2 spell slots because I'm generous. Because that would be rude to make you blow your own
Does that-
spell
does
slot.
that
I
include me?
thought the same too.
No, you get 1. Half casters
That's
get
fine.
1.
I'm
Full
great
casters
with
get
that.
2.
I just need one. That's all. One harness mark, please.
So
You got baited
So-
and switched, bro.
So the fireball explodes around you, and then we'll go to. Oh, the other thing that happens is 4 fully armored individuals jump out of the hay and charge in amongst you. I'm going to assume, for the sake of things, that you are 35 feet away, because I do. So they're going to come forward and not have attacks, but all 5 will be there, having done the dodge action,
Is there
or all 4 will be there.
Is there success damage on the dexterity save? For
Half.
fireball?
Half. Yeah. Yeah, when you make the save against an AoE spell, unless you have other resistance of some variety, you take half damage.
So there's 5 people total.
Yes. The nice, friendly-looking farmer, and then 4 knights.
Knights?
Yes.
Knights.
In
4
plate mail?
knights
KNIGH.
in chainmail.
Okay.
They have shields with a kind of flaming shield emblazoned on the shield itself.
Like the
Shield of the
flaming
shield.
crest.
Wait, they have a flaming shield?
Flaming shield emblazoned on their normal shields, yes.
Do I recognize this symbol
Go ahead
as
and
a mercenary group?
Give me a knowledge check.
Intelligence? 16.
It is definitely not a mercenary group.
Alright.
But, that being said, number 2, Egan.
Oh, snap.
Is he? Do we know? Is the guy, or is it? Will his will save be on the his? Because he didn't hold person.
It will happen on Ignis's turn.
Okay. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll
wanna
kill
do
him
that
this
now?
time.
Huh?
What if I don't want to do that?
You don't have to.
Oh, I thought you said you were. I thought you said that, so I was confused.
I thought that was going to trigger before anything else
Okay.
happened.
I'm with you now. I
Safe
got
to
you.
say,
Yeah.
we're 35
If they were
feet away.
surprised, it could have in the initiative, but they weren't surprised by the attack. So.
We
I
are
was, they were.
35 feet away, right?
They are now about 5 feet away from you.
5 feet away.
You are 35 feet from the person who used the wand to cast Fireball.
Where is Mr. Seed Corn?
Mr.
He's the one who is
He's the
35
one that
feet
cast-
away
yeah.
who cast the Fireball.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna pull my bow and attack him.
All right. Sounds good.
17 to hit.
Shield.
Damn. Damn.
That was the
Shield
wand,
spell or shield
Yes.
shield?
Yeah.
Shield spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So his
That was the
armor
wand,
class
dude.
is now above
Yeah,
17.
I'm trying to. Yeah.
Number 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the magic short sword. We don't have a name for it yet, right?
No.
I'll come
short
up with
sword.
It has a name. It's from Candlekeep. You'll find out when you get there.
Why can't I have
We can still, we can still
anyway,
name it.
one of the other ones, not the one dude, since I saw him do shield.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick out one of the other ones, and I'm gonna add an extra d6 of damage from the absorb elements.
All right, sounds good. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Is it the damage that you absorbed?
Correct. Fire.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Get him.
19.
19 would hit one of them as a reaction. Oh, disadvantage. Sorry.
Yeah, 5 feet.
Protection.
No, disadvantage because they took the dodge action.
Oh, but I got disadvantage when I rolled like 8
It was higher.
anyway. So
I rolled higher.
Higher?
I
Okay,
rolled higher.
sounds good. So that's fine. As you go to make the shot, one of them will stick his shield out and block the attack for the person you.
Will they still take damage?
No. It
Okay.
just deflects off the shield.
he's got protect.
Can we run, guys?
Run.
Number
Away.
4.
Yeah. I'm not me. It's this boy right here, the fiery boy.
Yeah. He's the fieriest of the boys.
Yeah.
I turn invisible
Good job.
and
Bye.
perpendicular off the road.
All right, sounds good.
Thank
Number
you,
5.
Ignis, for having sense. Okay, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself, and then I'm going to. Who's looking really messed up right now?
They haven't hit it. Or, well, yeah, who took
Did
Did anyone fail the save?
Did anyone look like they didn't cover their face or
I
their
failed,
eyes?
but fire
But he's in.
resistance.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so,
did.
yeah, everyone's looking all right.
I'm gonna go up and I'll touch
Yeah.
Sterling, and I'll because Sanctuary is a bonus action, so I'll just run up, clock him with a level. I don't know if I have a level 2 spell or not.
You cannot
you cannot cast 2 leveled spells.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, you're gonna be fine, Sterling. I'm gonna go ahead and
He's a doctor.
I'm gonna
trust me.
cast resistance on myself, which is a cantrip.
So you just dicking me, right?
Sounds good. Number 6.
Give me
And
a
keep
sec.
in mind, no one. I mean, he fireballed you guys.
And
in
I'm
reaction
running
to
with Ignis.
initiative started because he began casting a spell, and so that occurred. This is not out of the range of possibility of talking yourselves out of it. Just a heads up.
Mhm.
Just a heads up. I just want to put that out of there, or put that out there.
Why would I want? No.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, my character got attacked with a terrifying spell and would run. So
All options are possible. I just wanted to make sure that you as players were aware that that was
Yeah.
not a non-option.
Like 20 guys jump out of the wagon. They're like, "We're gonna kill you," and you're like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 wait, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa! I changed my mind. I don't want to kill you." No
I made a
more."
mistake. All right, number 6. What you doing, Sterling?
Lower thy shit and swords and let us pass, you fucks. And I will intimidate them.
That is the
He
best
knows
way to
exactly
get.
This is how we
That will
I
automatically
said.
fail.
Yeah.
As they.
He said exactly that.
Yeah, so that the intimidation will automatically fail on them. You are the aggressors. So in this case, they're definitely not intimidated by
I
you.
am proficient in. All right, fine. May I still have an action to fuck some shit up?
No.
I'm going to take a knife and slit my own throat.
Oh, oh, buddy.
I kid. Great.
We all have those
Fucking
days.
great.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Fuck no. I've got all sorts of things to do.
Some movement, perhaps.
You got bonus action.
I'm going to.
Not that.
What do you mean? Not that.
Next time.
Wait, no bonus action?
No, not that. But you can disengage, dash, hide.
Stop saying not that. Everything you're pointing at.
You.
Anyways, I'm going to I'm going to hide.
You're kind of right in front of them. Not really a
Gonna
possibility.
fucking disengage.
Sounds good.
There you go. Come with me, Sterling.
I can. This is all fucking level 4.
Yeah, couple swear words. Awesome. Let's ease back on a little bit. Appreciate
Hi,
it.
Mom.
So you disengage and run backwards 30 feet.
Yeah, I've got.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I think,
Sterling?
I think he's
Sterling?
using his maximum
Yes.
movement.
Yep. Just
Twice.
your turn. What's up?
Disengage and move back 30 feet. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, Aurelius.
So it's the road, and is it like, for somehow I imagine, like forests one way and fields the other way, or is it fields all the way there?
That works. Forest one way, field the other.
Okay, perfect. I will copy the grand, my fellow caster, cast invisibility, and then bolt into the forest.
Sounds good. So number 8.
Yeah, to clarify, into the woods.
Into the woods.
Into the woods.
Into the woods. Into the woods.
That's funny because I didn't know which direction Ignis went.
All
He's
right.
invisible.
Okay.
I forgot.
All right,
I went
all right,
which
all right.
direction I think he would have gone.
So we have at least 3 of our 7 present members dipping out, leaving,
Correct.
fleeing. Nobody is trying to be like, hey, what's the tithe? Or hey, we're sorry we attacked you.
You are the charismatic one.
I'm the charismatic.
Yes.
One person attempted to say, "Hey, get out of her way."
Well,
Not effective. But other options.
the problem with that is that I cannot make the charismatic action if everybody's gonna keep fighting.
They're all scared.
Do you have charm person?
I've
Take
been
the
the only
lead.
one.
The
who's
last
been fun.
time I trusted someone not to do something completely against the grain, he killed him.
Without the meta, what would your character do? Let's
I,
go.
I saved your life.
Meta aside, what is your character going to do?
My character is going to remain in their spot. Is going to look over and is going to say, "Gentlemen, we've gotten off on the wrong foot. My accomplices are frightened, scared. I do sincerely apologize. Everybody, put your arms down. We can resolve this like civilized men and women. I can't tell behind armor.
Is that your
So, do we have conflicting motives? Is there a tithe to pass? What is the deal?
All right, so before the bargaining, you've just said everybody drop your weapons, so we'll
Yes.
stop there for the moment, and we'll go around to 1. They will already attacks, so if anybody does anything, all of their attacks will go off on the individual who does it first. Number 2.
I will not attack.
All right, do you lower your weapon?
I would like to ready my action for the first attack, and I want to loosen an arrow at the wand boy if
Yeah, if you don't lower your weapon, they're
If-
going to all attack on their turn.
yeah, no, it is lowered. I don't have a arrow notched or knocked.
All right, so it's not a readied action, you're just kind of lowering the weapon. Because if it's
Oh,
ready,
is
you
that
have that
different?
arrow. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a
okay.
difference.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, sure,
All right,
sure.
so you lower, kind
Yep.
of unknock the arrow. Number 3.
Begrudgingly, I will lower my sword.
All right, number 4. You're invisible. Number 5.
I will come back towards the road and kind of just watch
I'll
and see
also
what happens.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
we're thinking the same thing. I'm gonna move a little. I'm gonna move like 15 feet back closer. If there's like a tree, I can just like stand behind and peek behind nervously. I'll do that.
All right.
And I'm gonna be like, please have sense, gentlemen. I agree with my friend over here. We genuinely didn't mean harm. We've just had a really bad day.
All right, number 6.
Oh, can I do one more thing with my turn?
Yeah.
Can I make a religion check to see if the shields have any representation there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Sway them. in
I
favor.
got a. Oh, where is that? Oh, 16.
Not too shabby. You don't recognize it either.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. Sterling.
I lower my weapon and I am a pincushion.
All right, Aurelius.
Invisible in the woods, somewhere within earshot.
All right.
I learned at an early age how to hide.
None of them attack. The knights will kind of step back. They'll remain. They will lower their weapons. The individual in the wagon does not lower the wand. But he will respond. And he says, the others of you, I know you went invisible. Call out where you are.
Busted.
He's not telling you to go uninvisible. You'll notice he's just making sure he knows where you are.
Just like lift a pine cone.
I will shake some sort of vegetation near me.
All right.
I just step back onto the road and stop being invisible.
Oh.
Alright.
Just like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Naked.
So, he kind of looks and watches everybody's postures, and he'll lower it, and he says, You're very lucky. It is not you that we're looking for. Step off the side of the road.
All right, we're out
I
of the
step
way.
off the side of the road fast.
I step onto the side of the road.
You're already on the side.
Did you guys
Do you
hit
want
any
us
of
on the
them?
road? Do you want us off?
No.
What do you want?
Good.
You're
Okay.
in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I stepped into the middle of the road then.
Did you gain any
No,
intel
he
on
was
those
he
shields?
was in
You
the
didn't
middle
gain
of
anything,
the road.
did you? Oh, okay.
And he said I stepped in the middle.
Step off to the side.
I'll step off to the side and I'll ask, who are you looking for?
Not a who. But that's none of your business.
When are you looking for?
We're gonna start going back downhill again.
Was he perhaps struck by a feeble mind?
He did die recently, I heard.
They
That
dropped
was
him a
a
lot as a
really
kid.
We're gonna start.
You
going
know
like
how?
this
Have
real
you ever
quick
seen
if we
someone
don't
get
just step
resurrected
off
before? They're
the
a little
road.
funny afterwards.
No, it's persistence is key.
No, it's not.
Don't talk about her like that.
We are leaving, and I start walking away. I will fish 10 gold out of my pouch and put it like next to his feet up on where he's sitting on the cart and just say, I hope you find the horse feed you are looking for. And then just keep going down the road.
There's no way to talk about someone.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Subtract for that. 2,
Words aren't.
3.
Nice. All
It's
right.
not words, it's gold.
So
Goal,
he-
you get advantage.
he kind of like, interestingly enough, as they begin going, he doesn't even go for it. He has no concern for money.
I literally I set it down and I walk and
Yeah.
I don't look back. Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Cool guys don't look for
The
women.
coin explodes.
What was that?
The coins explode.
As they begin walking, and then, or they begin to get back in the cart, and as they do, the farmer will kind of look you over, and he begins to cast a spell.
Go ahead, sorry.
You're welcome if you'd like to as a reaction, knowledge arcana.
12.
Interesting.
14.
Oh, 20. 24.
Yeah, if
Wait.
you have access to spells, obviously knowledge arcana is arcane spells, I should say. But yeah, he's casting locate object. And he kind of nods when he finishes and says, what do you have with you that smells infernal?
That's a good question. I wouldn't want to have anything infernal. I'm a priest as well. Hey, let me check. I use my last level 1 spell, and I'm gonna cast a. Oh wait,
That totally matches the shirt.
I didn't. Am I seeing? Am I? Oh, you're invisible. I'm like. I mean.
Oh yeah, I can't even point at you. I'm just like
Yeah.
Somewhere?
I suppose I'll just be like I can try to detect evil if I pray.
I mean, you
but-
could tell him that there was a tiefling in this.
One of you has an object.
Is that a request or a demand?
Take it how you will.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing on demand.
Well, there are plenty of people in the back of his cart that would make it a demand.
Yeah, if you want, I mean, I can try to detect any evil objects on us. We don't know of anything we found.
Yeah.
He kind of chuckles, and for a moment, his disguised self shimmers, and you see this kind of fiendish creature with bat wings, and it comes back.
Did you guys? Because I knew this because I had the vision about the shield.
Mhm.
Can I just say, are you looking for a shield?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Yeah. On closer look and out of the stress, you notice that their shield, the flaming shields on their shields,
holy
kind
shit.
of look like that shield. And he kind of grins and says, "Yes."
I know where that might be.
Can we Wikipedia what happened in the last episode involving the shield?
Yeah.
The party did not actually come to the shield. I'll hit the meta level for a second. The shield was in the Van Thamper Villa. It was an object that was stolen by the Van Thamper sons. Specifically, it has some effects on Baldur's Gate, but you guys don't quite know about that yet. But yeah.
Okay.
So.
Great.
But he just mentioned something like evil and infernal, and I know that's something that's of importance.
Yeah. You know where it is.
Can give you an address.
Perhaps.
What is it you have on you?
A box.
Leather.
May I see it?
Should have given it to me.
No, I feel like this is like we're not engaged right now. They're obviously something that's more important to them. I'll just pull it out. I'll keep it very close to myself.
He raises an eyebrow. I'm sure they'll tell you what that is in Candlekeep.
Okay.
Do you specifically know where the shield is?
I know of the home where it would be.
I will
Not.
pay you for this knowledge.
Anybody else smells cheese?
Pay me what?
Give me the knowledge I seek, and I will give you your payment.
The Van Thamper estate in the upper city of Baldur's Gate.
Well then, that wasn't so hard. He takes the wand that he had, and he tosses it to you.
I catch it earlier.
I'm just kind of like clutching my like anime.
You're clutching your...
Yeah, my like holy symbol like a little boy. Okay.
You have a feeling that the fire won't hurt him that bad.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Thank you. Good luck.
You know, I normally wouldn't say this, but if you end up having to get violent with them, you know, I'm sure that, you know what, actually, just never mind.
I ain't lucky we'll be able to get violent with him in the city, but we'll see what happens. At least we know where it is. Appreciate you, stranger.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
And they ride on. Meta level, if you had the shield, they would kill you for it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Could I try to like remember his face that I saw with the shimmer? Like in
It was the slightest shimmer.
So
Give me a knowledge arcana.
Maybe I could have detected evil and just gotten it over with.
You would have seen him. He's
23.
yeah, he's a Cambion of some variety.
What's a Cambion?
Ooh.
Half human, half devil,
Something.
demon, fiend.
It's like it's more devil than a
Yeah.
tiefling,
He's
but
got the-
not as devil as a devil.
Got it.
Cheekbones.
They're just like military
Products of
figures.
incubi and succubi and all
Yeah.
that good stuff.
Yeah,
Cheekbones, ears, chin.
that's right.
Eyes.
So, with that encounter safely behind you, ish, you're able to continue on your way, relatively unscathed, and you have a wand of fireball.
Oh.
How do I have to like? I'm assuming I don't have to attune to it, but how much? How many charges does it have? Kinda
Yeah.
like that.
So, wand of fireball 5e. I'll just pull this up really quick and give you the
Would it be
description.
funny
That
if it
would-
had 0 charges?
That would be nice for your
If
boy.
it was the only charge. It's like, there you go.
It doesn't
Well,
have a lot of attack
AD&D
spells.
rules are an interesting thing because wands are not rechargeable anymore.
Uh-huh.
In 5e, they tend to recharge at dawn.
A D of something.
Yeah.
Yes. So, the Wand of Fireball. This wand has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 or more of its charges to cast the Fireball spell. Save DC 15.
Not 16.
It was 16 for him.
Fuck.
15 ain't bad. For 1 charge, you cast the 3rd level version of the spell. You can increase the spell slot level by 1 for each additional charge you expend.
Nice.
The wand regains
Six
1d6.
charges.
Up to max.
6 charges is an 8th level fireball.
The wand
And that leaves you 1
regains
charge, so
1d6 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the wand's last charge, roll a d20. The wand, on a 1 according to this, although I will probably change that because I feel like it should be a little higher chance. So on a 1 through 5. Does that sound fair?
No.
It
I
does.
hope we never encounter this scenario.
If you expend the last charge, but remember, you'll know how many charges it is.
Yeah.
You never have to expend the last charge.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's why the chance I think is a little higher. But if you do expend its last charge, on a 1 through 5, the wand crumbles into ashes and is destroyed.
Okay.
Feel fair?
Yes, fam.
Yeah. So
How many charges does it have currently?
Currently, it has 0. Roll a d.
13.
And identify would tell you.
Orin.
Cover that.
Or we just wait a couple days and then we'll.
Yeah, just don't do anything with it after 7 days.
Free. It's a rechargeable battery.
It will. I mean, the minimum
I've
is 2
got,
charges. It will
55
grow
gold.
per day.
Tried.
I'm going to strap this thing to my crossbow.
What?
It's a weird name for your
Fireball. Fireball.
Nice.
Excellent.
All right, I don't even want it anymore.
That's some like
No, that's
Constantine.
legitimate.
Constantine crossbow.
I'll let that.
Not like quartercaster or full caster. It's anyone who has
If you have a race that allows you to cast a spell, you are a spellcaster.
Okay.
5th edition rules. I have a shadow monk with a wand of lightning bolts. I'm technically a spellcaster because I can cast spells using
There it is.
key.
Sweet.
It's real fun to stealth in.
And that counts because he's a ranger, so that
Yeah.
he's
You are a spellcaster. You can use said wand.
What does it look like?
Yeah, so it's kind of a straight reddish-hued wood wand. There are some engraved flames licking along it.
What's the core made of?
Does it look
What kind of wood is it?
Does it look more like
It's
a
you
rod?
and it's
or a
dragon
wand?
heart and
so
it's
it has like a
11
top kind of thing
inches.
to it, or
A rod is longer.
got it?
A wand is like this long-ish.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It
But like
looks very-
smooth, reddish wood.
like this is a rod.
yeah.
Yes.
What Hogwarts house is imprinted on the wand?
Probably, Durmstrang, perhaps? I don't know.
That's not a Hogwarts house. That's another school of magic.
But that's what I'm saying. It's
Come on.
no Hogwarts house matches it, you know?
What are
Actually,
you?
probably an American one. Some
Ilvermorny?
southern U.S. I don't know if there exists.
Oh, gross! I don't want it anymore.
No, you mean like
But it is 5 days of travel to Candlekeep. I have some possible random encounters, so I'm going to go to that page. But you will get your first rest of the day for free. You'll
Yes.
get your rest at the end of the day. And so everyone will be actually level 5 now.
Yay.
I need to look up.
Because of my oath to my paladin friends,
Oh yeah, you're a paladin. now.
I awaken with 4 levels of bard and 1 level of paladin.
Excellent. He did it.
Yes, I
he
did.
did it. I just
Lamb
need to touch on
hands.
this. I just need to touch on this because this is a beautiful thing that I think happens in stories. You create a character, and we're really close to break, so I'm just kind of gonna go off on a tangent here. You create a character and you have a vision for it, and then events in the game kind of reshape where you were going, where you thought you were going. And can I have you just talk about that moment for a moment?
Absolutely. So I'm
Recap the whole scene.
I'm gonna
do the
spark
setting.
notes background stuff.
Excellent.
My character is getting kind of down on his luck in Baldur's Gate. He's from El Terrell.
Trying to make a buck.
Trying to make a buck, busking for bucks. But the thing is that because of the fall of El Terrell, he's been hiding his distress from everybody for the longest time. He's been pretending that it's not a big deal because he left El Terrell and he family trouble and stuff like that. But upon the group encountering a Hell Rider, a young Hell Rider from El Terrell, and hearing her distress, being a refugee from El Terrell, fortunately, my character finally came to the realization of what was going on, connected with this Hell Rider paladin, and made an oath, actually. Gave her his word to do the thing that is righteous, in sort of a pact, somewhat of a revenge pact, one could say, to avenge El Terrell. Unfortunately, despite giving his word, things happened. She left. I don't know if I want to necessarily describe what happened. What happened was the Van Thamper individual that we had captured was killed by a party member.
Yes.
And so she left after I gave her our word that we wouldn't kill them. And so my character's heart sank, and he went into kind of a depression, but realized that he has actually officially given his oath, a paladin level oath, to avenge El Terrell. So not only am I this charismatic bard, but I am now a first level paladin.
Yes. And I believe headed down the Vengeance Paladin subclass.
This is what I'm building towards.
Is the goal.
Yes.
So this is our first cross-classed party member. No, second cross-class
Second
party
cross-class,
member.
yeah.
Third.
Third? Are you cross-classed as well?
Yeah, I'm a level 2 fighter.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, so, but first, story-based cross-classing, which I think is, I really love games that kind of change your direction and give you a whole new person, a whole new ideal to aspire to.
So now he has a new purpose.
Yes.
And hopefully this
To avenge.
Vengeance.
the memory and the people of El Terrell.
No, I think it's really sweet, especially because like you tell stories and stuff like that, but now you get to be kind of like the author of your own like story of vengeance.
Right.
So with that, we'll go on break. It is 8:10, so we're going to come back at 8:30, a 20-minute break. In the meantime, grab some water,
Hydrate.
wine,
I need to go do that.
exercise, whatever, and we'll see you after the break. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Okay.
Bye, Mom.
Lay on hands, everyone. High five.
Oh no.
Sound is up. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful break. Just to quick recap the first section of tonight's game. The party left Baldur's Gate, began to get underway, met some strange travelers, had a brief, tense, nearly combat encounter, found out that they were looking for an object that the party did not have, exchanged some information, and got a wand of fireballs. So congratulations to Orin, the now holder of the wand. Although, once again, as all other things, we'll have a brief discussion of who ends up hanging on to that.
Fire. Fire.
But all things fire are good. All things fire are good. That being said, you now rested. A day has passed, and you kind of reset to where nights are nights again. So you spent a little bit of extra time in camp, recuperating, looking over your books, looking over the box. I know you wanted to do that. I will say that looking over this infernal puzzle box, as it were, you're unable to, no matter how hard you look at it, examine it, mess with it, figure out how to open it. And there's not any wording, there's not any indication on the box of what might be inside.
Could I detect a portal?
It is, you can. There are not any nearby.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I had to think about that and remember it real quick. Could you tell us what Detect Portal does again?
Yeah, so that's it's a
Ranger ability.
specifically it's a Horizon Walker Ranger ability. Basically, I just
Revised.
what?
Revised.
No.
it's one of the
Subclasses.
Well, the
Subclass.
subclass Horizon Walker.
Thank you.
I can sense a portal to another realm within a mile of where we are. I believe it's just a mile. That's basically all it is I can just do it like once or twice a day kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nothing huge, just kind of neat.
Sounds good.
I am going to pour through Apocalypto and see if there are any fun nuggets of information in that.
Yeah. Give me just an investigation check.
Can you read?
I cannot. I rolled a 2 for a total of 7.
All right. There's the words themselves as you're reading them. They kind of seem somehow to blur together. You're not gleaning too much at all.
Mel
unfortunately.
Gibson was not the best writer. Apocalypse.
It's just a script.
Anyways.
It's just a script. No, so
Never seen it.
one of the wonderful fun things about Dungeons and Dragons, in my humble opinion, is getting out of this beautiful storyline that's written for us. I love this storyline, by the way, but getting out of that and hitting some good old-fashioned random encounters. You have 5 days of them to go on your way to Candlekeep. So I need you guys to right now select a party leader who will be making the rolls for those things.
I will.
Things that are
He's the
somebody
only.
who's good at it.
He took
Who's
the
good at
initiative.
roll?
I'll vote for. I'll vote for Sterling.
Sure, Sterling.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Sterling it is. So Sterling, I'm going to need a D20 roll for day 1.
18.
18. I like that roll. I like it a lot. Now I need a D12 roll.
Ooh, get it. Get a 1. Get a 1.
Some of these
You
are
had it right
really,
there.
some of these are really
You had it
unfun.
right there.
No, I know exactly what I have, but I
You want to pull it?
correct.
The beauty.
Oh, yeah, I have specific.
That's fair. Seven had my friend Ryan had to die of fickle fate. And then what,
There it is. Okay.
Watch 7, 8.
D20.
yeah.
2.
2. All right. So, as you guys are traveling, you it's probably about midday. There's not a lot of people on the road. You're trudging along, doing kind of the best you can to keep an eye out for anyone who might have been following you. At this point, it's the coast road, so salt is in the air. You've come away from the Keontar River and headed southwest. You're getting close to the coast. So, like I said, salt in the air. You hear the ocean in the distance. But as you're kind of pedaling along, a sound reaches your ears. Anyone have a passive perception of above 15?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 17.
Wow.
So you'll hear it in time to do something
what did you
before they're
say?
in sight, necessarily. There's this just faint buzzing.
Buzzing sound. I'm going to just
And
shout.
myself as well. 15.
I'll use thaumaturgy to say, duck. Loudly.
All right. So you loudly say duck.
What's around for cover?
Not a lot. You're pretty close to the coast. And there's, in this particular location, the coast comes with cliffs, and above that,
I jump off a cliff.
above that, not much.
I use mold
scrub
earth to dig
perhaps.
myself a foxhole.
I have Old Earth too.
Yeah, there we go. Foxholes for everyone.
5 feet.
So you start pushing chunks of dirt out of the way, and then you see them. Can I have you roll 4d4?
No.
What? What's going on?
Do I,
Do I roll a d6, by the way?
I have 2.
Huh?
Because in the morning for
they're
the one.
solid.
No.
These ones have been fucking me for years.
It had one charge off of it. It automatically recovers it.
I got
I see 4 hand and 1.
Right, so I'm
9.
So it's full.
But you don't know that.
That's fine. That's fine.
What do you mean?
What is your total?
9.
9? All right, so 9 little buzzing, obnoxious creatures, a little bigger than the size of my fist, come flying out of the shrubbery
The very best.
nearby, and I'll have you roll initiative as these sturges fall upon you.
Oh, sturgeons.
Heck yeah.
Sturgeons.
Thirsty
Classic.
boys. Little thirsty
Classic.
boys flying around.
Just wait until I can do Spirit Guardian.
Yeah, right? Sturges.
Hey.
Gross.
Hey, what am I?
All right, so 20 to 25.
Mosquito.
22.
All right,
24.
Ooh, that low with those high initiative.
24. 22.
21.
21. 15 to 20.
18.
18.
Oh, boy, that's going to be a 16.
I done
Anyone beat 16?
dropped the pencil.
16 is you.
16 is me.
I think I'm the last one.
No, wait. 10 to 15.
Oh.
Ha
Lead broke.
ha! 5 to 10.
I got a 9. I did okay.
9, 9.
3.
9.
All right. So they come buzzing out of the underbrush and shrubbery pretty quickly. They stayed relatively low. They're not, the most intelligent, but also the breezes are heavy, and they didn't want to get blown away by the mosquitoes that they
Summer
are.
breeze.
So they come buzzing out of the undergrowth. Number 1, what do you do?
Fire out my thingamabob, which is my short bow, which is a 15.
15 hits, it's dead. number 2.
That's not the dangerous part.
Number 2. Okay, I light a torch
Okay.
and I kind of just like.
Don't there. Okay.
What do you mean there?
Nothing.
What? You know,
Nothing.
it's my turn.
I
What do you mean there? What?
What are you going to do? You light a torch?
I light a torch and I go, and I kind of like just defend myself with it.
All right, so your action lights the torch. They're coming. Number 3. Aurelius.
Oh, that's me. Is it possible for me to cast Thunderwave and not hit anyone?
They're not close enough for Thunderwave.
Then I will.
That's a 15-foot cube off you, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I will cast Firebolt on one of the surges.
All right, do it.
16.
Hits and it's dead.
I want to roll.
How
You
many
can roll
are
your damage if you
4,
want.
right? Or
Number
9?
14.
Oh, we all got cantrip bonuses.
Yeah, I get 2D. 8.
It's dead. So there's now 12. Number 4.
Me.
Beautiful.
All right.
I'm gonna shoot it with my heavy crossbow.
Do it.
Or one of them. 16 to hit.
It's dead.
I use my
11
extra attack
Go
to
for it.
attack another one. This
this one's bad. 11.
Miss.
Yeah.
All right, 11 left.
I don't want to expend
You attack
something
so
too
quickly,
powerful
you're
here,
surprised.
so
The second
I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery. These are like mosquitoes, so I'm going to say in my Vicious
Is
Mockery.
there an intelligence requirement?
There's not an intelligence requirement. It's a wisdom requirement.
Is there no, as far as not a saving throw in order to cast the spell on them? Or an
No.
Do they have to
understanding
be
of
like
language?
understand?
No.
Unleash
double
a
checking.
string of insults laced with subtle enchantments as a creature. So the enchantments do the job, but I
Can-
will still
what's
insult.
Finish the reading. I
It's
wanna
just
make sure.
language, right?
If the target can hear you, though it need not understand you.
Perfect.
Okay.
That was the part that I just wanted said out loud.
Gotcha. But I'm still going to say, no matter how loud you buzz, at the end of the day, you suck.
11 minus 1 is 10.
It's 10,
I don't
so that's
think-
1d4 psychic damage. Is that...
You don't auto kill him.
I don't
Roll your
auto-kill him?
dice.
Uh-oh. That's a 2.
It's dead. So there's 10 now. Number 6. All right, so the 10 of them will fall amongst you. And
You need what help? Yeah, I was saying.
I didn't want to like.
Just,
I'm gonna
just
do
snapping.
anything 'cause I'm excited.
and 5 are they're gonna split into groups of 5 and pick 2 people. So
I'll take it. Yeah, you looked at me.
Um,
I'll take it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is a reroll. Oops, cocked. 7.
Okay.
So 5 are going to attack you, and 2. So 5 are going to attack you. So
Nighty night, sweet princess.
I'm
4. Do
gonna
I not? There they are. 5d20. So on Aurelius, what's your armor class right now?
Currently it's 15, but we'll see what happens with the shield if I cast it.
2 will hit you right now. Do you want to cast it?
No, I'm fine.
All right. So 2 hit you.
Okay.
They're going to do 5 points of piercing damage each.
Okay.
And they are attached to you.
Okay.
All right. Now you.
Roll low, baby.
What's your armor class?
15, but it won't matter because you rolled
your favorite
6s
bird?
all day, right?
2
Mine's a
hits.
swallow.
Okay.
I got you with 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that would have been twice that. So 10 points of damage. 10 points of damage to you as
That's
well.
what I thought, 10,
Okay,
right?
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
10 points of damage to
I
you.
have my arcane
I'm
ward,
down.
so I'm good.
Really?
I don't know.
No,
Did
you
we
don't
slept?
slept. You had a full rest.
Just
I'm
kidding.
like, did I
Dog
curse
can
you real
suck
bad?
dick.
How did I make you start with
Do you have a
6?
Sorry.
four
I was still on last night.
I'm like,
okay?
I feel so bad.
I'm
because
so
you want to
hungover.
reroll your character. You're level
10
5
points.
with 10 hit points.
Bye.
Oh, God.
It would be the first time.
Okay.
Do we need to restart
We
here? Like, what's
cool.
going
We
on?
cool.
All right, so you're good.
Yeah.
10 points of damage. 2 of them are attached to you.
Okay.
Just a heads up. Now that they're on you, they don't have to roll to hit. They just automatically do damage. Number 7.
No, what? Okay. I'm going to. I mean, I'm like, look, I don't know what we're gonna have to do later, but I think we're gonna take a sit. So I'm gonna cast a spiritual weapon and just kind of throw my scythe towards like Aurelius, and it just goes right for this church.
All right.
Ouch.
And that's a 18.
18 hits, it's dead.
Cool. And then I'm also gonna toll the dead on the other one, just like kind of crush it with that bell toll.
It succeeds.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Does it show up in a bonus cast?
Yeah.
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 Oh my god.
Yeah.
And
it's
to
a good
require
one.
concentration.
Yeah. 18 on the dice. Oh, wait, I should double check. What's your DC?
15.
Okay, yeah, definitely next.
All right.
So 18 minus 1 is 17.
Mm.
That's fine. So you only have 1 on you now.
Okay.
Or 1 attached to you, but there are 4 attacking you.
Okay.
Because he killed 1 on 1.
I have 5, correct?
5. 2 attached to you, 3 attacking you. Number 8.
I am going to run up to Aurelius and cast this new spell that I got. Vampiric Touch.
Oh,
Whoa.
The touch of your shadow-wreathed hand can siphon force from others to heal your wounds. Make a melee spell attack against a creature within your reach. On a hit, the target takes 3d6 necrotic damage, and you regain hit
It has
points
to hit
equal
2
to
d6s.
half the amount of necrotic damage.
That's your roll, right?
No.
No,
That was
That
my
is.
What's the hit?
This is my initiative.
14 plus whatever.
7? No. 21.
That's definitely a hit. I would say you regain 1 hit point because they only have 2 damage.
I've taken no damage, so it doesn't
That's
matter.
fine.
But I run up and my hand just
Engulfs it.
engulfs it.
Withers it.
Inky black flames.
And I thought I was doing overkill.
Wait, so how many are on me now?
None are attached to you.
Okay, but I have
3 are
three
attacking.
3 around.
Yes. All right. Coming back to number 1.
I can do this for a minute.
Can I dagger?
You had a ranged weapon, which means you have to drop that as part of a move. You can pull another dagger, but that would be your other dagger after that is an action. So you can pull 1 dagger and attack with that.
So you're saying I can only make 1 attack with the dagger, is that correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Alright, I will make a swipe with my rapier then to the fucker that's against me.
All right.
That was a 15 hit.
15 does hit, and it dies. So there's only 1 left on you.
You have to be really accurate with a rapier.
Right.
All right.
So there's only 1 left on me now.
1 left sucking your blood, 3 left attacking you.
Can I disengage from it?
Not the one on you. No.
They're stuck to
It's a mosquito.
But you can he stab us though?
I will
He
hide.
made his attack.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Number 2.
I will bonus action hide.
You kind of duck behind another person. They don't seem totally
That's
2.
too deterred.
I'm not hiding very well.
You found one of the foxholes you were trying to dig.
Get it! I
Egan,
gotta hit bugs.
Egan, what are you doing?
I too am gonna grab
Hide.
a dagger and attempt to cut one off of Sterling.
All right. Roll a 1.
Oh, 20 to hit.
20 to hit. Yeah, it's dead.
Okay, cool.
Oh God, did you get it?
Ta! Number 3, Aurelius.
That is me.
There are 6 left. 3 in the air buzzing around you. 3 in the air buzzing around Sterling.
Perfect.
You might be able to thunderwave now.
I know.
Just your vicious mockery should have done.
And there's pretty much no one.
You took a level in paladin.
Is anyone around me within 15 feet?
In front of you.
No, it's your total
It's
level,
total
so it should be 2.
It does 2.
Is anyone around me?
Yes, you're all kind of
It's total
together.
level.
Okay.
Do it. Fucking
Do
hell.
It's total
Do it.
level. 100%. Your vicious
let me
mockery
do
is
this.
2d6.
That changes things. I will then.
Burn us all.
I will Misty Step out of the way,
Okay.
away from them, 30 or 60, whatever feet it is,
All right.
and then I will then do fire bolt on one of them.
All right, sounds good. Make an attack roll.
Get him.
That is probably 11.
11 does not hit.
Oh, damn.
All right, number 4.
Burn us all to the ground.
The ones I guess were on Aurelius.
Yep.
I'm going to shoot at.
All right.
I hit, dies. I hit, it dies.
All right. There are 4 left. Number 5.
None attached on him anymore?
None attached.
Okay.
I've got 3 around me.
You have 3 on you. How many now?
Around me.
I poofed away in a puff of.
Fluffies.
It's close to me.
Sulfur.
And I'm gonna slap it.
Okay.
Hopefully.
I'm going to vicious mockery, 1 floating around him, and I'm going to say, you cannot handle the blood of Sterling.
I'll show you something.
Whoa.
Don't take
What
it.
Does a 17
I'll show
minus
you
1, 16 save.
The 16 save.
The video and like a McDonald's or something.
Maybe, yes.
All right. Sadly, it doesn't seem to insult it. In
It
fact,
seems like this
it's gonna
one
try
can
to
handle the
handle
blood
that
of Sterling.
It must have drunk me.
Number 6. The one. You're closest?
Yeah.
22.
Oh yeah, that's double A's.
Dolan, they seem to be immune to magic.
Mage armor.
Like, you don't even have to touch it. It's just like a.
He has
You
it.
just ignore your body.
Yeah, so he's going to
Wait,
do
traditional 5?
his
all
5
that
points of
shit.
damage to you.
Yeah, we're 5 now.
Just pinch the skin around it. It'll explode.
They're each 5. But they got, yeah.
No, level 5.
Oh, yeah, level 5.
Can we just
so yeah,
give
5
you
points
like
to
a
you.
level of
3 on you.
fighter or something? They just wear some plate. Oh, you don't have the strength for it.
No,
Never mind.
good lord, no.
Crit hit.
Uncanny dodge on one of them.
So that just halves the damage you take.
Yeah.
On one. Yeah.
You can
On the
choose
crit.
the crit.
Choose the
Well, yeah, the
Yeah.
crit.
Wait, they're going to have to roll to damage him. Oh no,
It's
they
a-
are on.
it-
Auto
it-
damage.
Yeah.
reaction
Never
to
mind.
half the damage.
So what you got?
Yeah, so you can choose the crit if you want.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I assume so.
Yes.
I'm doing
Yes,
average, so we're not
absolutely. Sorry.
rolling. So it's what it is, right? it's 5, 5,
Straight
and 10.
rolls,
So
straight
5,
rolls.
10, 15. 15 points of damage is what you take,
Sweet.
Oh,
and 3 are
geez.
attached to you.
3 more?
Yeah.
All the 3 that were left attacking him are attached to him.
All right.
Yes.
All of them.
Number 7.
Okay, how are you looking? Sterling's looking bad, huh? I'm gonna.
I can't even do math right, and that's bad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna. I'll wade forward and like move the scythe. Its speed over to the stirred, which I'm sure is fine. Womp. I got a 22 to
That's
hit.
a hit. It's dead.
And then I'll walk over to Sterling and I don't know what we're doing with what are spell slots anymore. A level 3 cure wounds. So here, have 15 or 14 health back.
Nice.
You bad bitch. I
All right,
appreciate
you're less scared now.
All right.
I am.
I walked up
Nearly
and I'm
erased
touching
last
him,
round.
so now I'm equally threatened. I don't mind.
There you go, Ignis.
I will slap. Hopefully the last one. Does a 12 hit?
No.
So you should have just inflicted ones.
Yeah, 13.
That seems out of character.
Sad.
No, my proficiency bonus went up.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
No, sadly. 13
listen
does
to
not
me.
hit. Number 9.
There's no number 9.
There's no number 9.
There's number 9 right here.
No.
Just stick it on there. Number 1.
I'm gonna cut one of the fuckers on me.
All right.
19.
Oh yeah, it's dead.
Good.
Good.
So there are
One left.
There's 2.
2 left.
there
One
was
on you and
3.
one in the air.
There was 3. Somebody got 2.
No, there are 3 here and 1 up here, and he missed the one, so there's 2 left.
1 and 2?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yep.
I'm going to cut another one of the 2 off of Sterling.
All right.
Try to. 9.
9 is miss.
Are you sure?
I'm going to.
Oh, I got an action surge.
You got action surge for
I'm
this
gonna
one?
do it. don't laugh.
You might as
This-
well. No, it's good.
Don't laugh.
Do it.
14.
14 is the minimum. It's dead.
Yes.
So there's 1 left.
I'm going to toll the dead it.
All right.
16 to heal.
It's dead. Oh no, you could roll 1. No, you can't.
I don't roll.
dead, you can.
Don't do that. Is it a DC for?
No. It's
You
a,
roll damage.
It's a D8.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
And
was
it's
like,
undamaged, but it's still 2d8, so it's
Okay.
dead.
Yeah, minimum
Yeah, it's
2
dead.
damage.
Yeah. Yeah, so it dies. There's a bong,
I want to heal
and
for
now
5.
there's dead sturges all around you. There you go.
Great.
Good.
Let's heal up quick, and I.
if only we had fireball.
Can I see your player's handbook? I didn't want to just. I feel like this was more
He
interesting.
doesn't want us to.
It was way more fun.
Sterling, how many?
When in
how
doubt,
many
fireball.
points? Player's handbook. Read it.
Oh, sorry.
They were in combat formation, which they were all far
now I'm
enough
up
that you
to
could have only hit 2 at a time with
22.
fireball
You got
anyways.
healed full
I got
See?
healed 14.
See?
So I'm looking pretty good.
I want to scorch the earth.
That's a Justin maneuver, just in case you're wondering.
Justin, if you're watching.
I'm still down a third for sure, but I'm.
Look,
I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't matter too
Bro.
much. That's your encounter for the day. You get a log rest. You heal.
Yeah, that's kind of why you can
Like
just go
that's-
crazy with spells if
Yeah.
you're pretty sure.
Yeah,
So
random
for 5
encounters. There'll
days,
there'll
okay,
be
I
one
understand.
every day,
Okay.
potentially, max of 1 on any given day.
Can we get like a?
Can we
you
look
know,
for
like
trouble?
a demon?
No.
For trouble.
There are in
Yeah,
this
let's play Munchkin.
on this
Here I am.
random encounter. There are things I would say that would murder you. as a
Monster,
party.
monster.
So it's possible.
It's like when you're playing Team of Annihilation.
And that was day 1.
The
That was
T-Rex
day 1.
shows up.
Day 2, we will switch leaders on day 2. Who's next?
Dibs.
All right.
All right, sorry guys.
No,
And
wanna
I'll
use
just
it?
switch
Yeah,
leaders if
she'll-
you get an
she'll roll
encounter.
low.
So if it's no encounters the rest of the way through, you'll just be the leader the rest
she'll
of the
roll
time. So go ahead.
solo.
What am I rolling?
D20.
7.
7. All right. Give me a D12.
Oh boy.
Oh wow, it's a 1
man.
So, long rest.
Yeah, well, you long rested.
last time. Well,
11.
11. All right.
More sturges.
And can you roll me a D10?
A D10.
20, 12, 10.
All right, here we go. It's gonna be a 4. 5. That's close enough.
Round down.
All right. So
4.5. So 5.
So you guys are traveling on the road. It comes to around midday. There haven't been a lot of travelers. Not a lot of people are going to Baldur's Gate right now, given the word has widely spread about the situation there, El Terrell. So the roads have been pretty dead. But a little ways up from you, you see, and you'll see them. They're not attempting to hide. They're on the road, very clear from a distance. There's kind of a colorful wagon. It is actually, I need to roll that. So give me a 2d6.
Oh, yes. No. 8, 2 4s.
8. All right, sounds good. So there are 2 wagons, super colorful. You hear in the distance the sound of instruments, kind of like playing random tunes, wafting to you on the breeze. Yeah. You're a ways away.
Do I know what instruments they may be? Or
You hear some whistles, maybe some drums. There's a menagerie.
It's a drums and like strings or
All sorts.
flutes.
Can I?
I specifically said flutes and drums, but there's a menagerie. There's a bunch of instruments.
So I went to an entire college for this thing. Can I roll a knowledge history to know more about who these people are by what they're
Not
playing?
from like a quarter mile away.
Not from a quarter.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't know much. They're just very colorful, and just the barest sounds of instruments are kind of hitting you, the louder, whatever.
All right.
I think we should fireball them.
Basically, you have plenty of time to like get off the road or just encounter them, whatever you want to do.
You don't have the rod.
You think, based upon the sound of music, that maybe these people are folky?
I would say that they're probably circus people, but he's the expert. My mother told me to stay away from circus people.
From this distance, I'm not able to insight anything from the music that they're playing, but we need to make our decision now.
I would say that we should get off the road because if people see us,
Why didn't you listen to the nice man while he was talking?
Hey.
I will say that if we wish to go around, I will make it so our path cannot be found.
I would
You're a
honestly,
murderer.
I would prefer to
Everyone's
not.
feeling the music.
as much as I am thirsting to be around others of musical talent, I would prefer that we circumvent.
Very well. I will cast Pass Without Trace.
fuck yes.
Yeah, you easily circumvent. They'll get close enough. They're not going to see you. They're making noise. They're kind of traveling. They're only wary to things close to the road. It's a troop of entertainers.
That's a party bus.
Yeah. You missed out on a good time.
I asked the party.
Yeah, so they pass by and you continue on your way. It is day 2. I forgot to mention in my recap that through some different events, some of the members got addicted to some illicit substances. Did we by any chance figure all that out?
Wait. Yeah, I've already kicked it.
You
No,
kicked
you
it?
didn't. No, you
Yeah.
didn't. No, you didn't.
No,
Roll
he
D10.
did. No, he said I kicked it.
No, since
You
when?
rolled that.
Yeah, he said.
you rolled
No,
low.
you
No, he
legit
Hold on to
didn't.
that.
Yes,
I
Devin
rolled
said
low.
I
that I
watched
kicked
the
it.
stream. No,
And
you
what did
didn't.
lesser
No, he didn't. Roll a
Sick.
D10.
what did lesser restoration do again?
I will believe that he kicked it. I think that there were other people who partook of the tea.
I partook in the tea, and now I don't have tea.
All right.
Yeah, because I was trying to kick it from the very
I
beginning.
still have an ounce of tea. I'll give it.
How
to
do you
Dolan.
kick it?
By not just cold turkey.
By,
Oh,
by
okay.
taking the damage for a bunch of days until you make the saving throw.
Okay.
I still have an ounce of the tea in my person plus a flask full, so I'll give you an
Excellent.
ounce.
Excellent.
John, did we try lesser restoration?
Yeah,
all right. I'll drink
If
the
you
tea.
want.
It didn't work because it was mental.
Yeah,
I
I
so,
really want the tea.
I would say
was
that you
using
could
it
have.
to get rid of the
An ounce was
poison.
all you had.
Yeah.
All right, so that will
I
pass
start
two.
with 2.
That will pass 2 days. You have no more ounces. 2 days have passed, and you no longer have any tea
All right.
because
Cool.
2 days passed.
Cool.
That fair?
Time to go
Yeah.
cold turkey.
All right.
I have 8
So
ounces.
now,
actually.
as the 3rd day starts, I'm gonna make you make a Constitution saving throw.
Oof. I actually had 8 ounces, but I just crossed it off.
That's a 7.
Nice. All right, so I'm gonna have you take D10 damage.
Oh, see, that's a weak sauce.
And you're
dude.
poisoned.
Fine.
13?
Yeah,
For
for
me?
me, it's not
Huh?
going to be enough.
13?
I can
don't know, I've
literally
only
just be
had,
like,
I've only had it once.
That's going to be
Still,
8.
13 won't quite make the DC. D10 damage and poisoned. Huh?
So I got 8.
8
You
damage?
Yeah.
Very
No,
nice.
no, I'm not addicted.
Really?
You know what?
Oh,
I don't.
because you never
I
were.
think.
I never partook.
Can I lay on hands myself?
You can touch
Is that
yourself.
back?
Yeah.
Watch.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll lesser restoration both of you. I don't know if there's anything.
I
else
think
in
you
the
have
room.
5 hit points you get from that.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
5 hit points.
So
back.
you are only down 3. Lesser restoration.
Removes the poison.
Removes the poison.
Yeah,
he
removes the
tried it
poison
out,
condition. Yeah.
Not the addiction.
I was like, I didn't think it had removed addiction, but yeah, excellent.
We
So
did clarify that before. It did not remove
Yeah.
the addiction.
Just
But
the poison.
not being poisoned is pretty good.
It is. So neither of you have the poison condition, and you're just down the hit points. So party leader will pass as there was an encounter on that day. So who's today's party leader?
Give it Dolan. Just keep going down. the line.
All right.
Oh,
Excellent. So I will be party leader, and now it is time to roll.
Roll
a
a
20.
Roll a 3.
Roll
back
a
to
15.
That is a
16.
16.
I like 16. I like anything 15 or above. Can I get a D12?
Thanks for fucking this up, Dolan.
Yeah.
D12, huh?
Don't roll a 12. It's real bad.
Roll that one that says right leg.
I rolled a 12.
A kraken comes on shore.
Yeah, he's like
All right.
Tremors, right?
So, the path has taken you on day 3 somewhat close to the cliffs. You've been kind of looking over the ocean on your way down to Candle Keep. A couple days distant, you actually can see far off in the distance the spires, incredible spires of Candle Keep. That being said,
Does it feel ominous out?
oh, there's a
Is
very
my
ominous.
Midwest
I'm gonna just like as soon as it gets ominous, I'm gonna
Those
cast
Santa
aid
Ana winds are picking up, guys.
Sterling, because Sterling keeps getting jacked up. Aurelius and I
All
guess
right, all right, you could survive this.
Ignis.
Survive.
We're gonna survive.
Can I have someone roll me a
and I'll
D2?
cast it at level.
I'm a
Yeah.
D2.
Yes.
How much? 2?
Matt will roll me the D2.
Oh, I was like, how do you do DT? Oh, cool.
Heads or tails? Heads is 1.
Heads
Is 1?
is 1.
All right.
Heads.
That's
All
my
right, so
boy,
only one
JFK.
So, this being
I like just grabbing whatever you got.
has been watching you.
As well.
It has been waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone's passive perception 20 or above.
No.
Fire.
If I did
Yeah.
deception check, that other feat.
Deception. Insight.
Deception
Meta
against the
deception.
DM.
Does a 9 succeed?
So I'm going to have you roll into initiative.
Level 5, I can take a
Okay.
There will be a surprise round.
So just remember, hey,
That's 4.
just 1 second. So you, and you have 10 extra temporary
Which
hit,
die?
or not temporary hit
Which
points,
would I like to
maximum hit
roll?
points
From what?
from aid. I said this thing's get ominous. No.
There's not a real ominous feeling
All right,
in the
well,
air.
then it's
that's not a thing.
It's not a
Can I
thing.
get all the initiative counters? You guys will be fine.
If I'm asking
I
about,
think it's time to
Full
cast
fire.
Fireball at level 8.
I have full amount of fireballs.
if I'm
Please
asking
do.
about heebie-jeebies, just know I'm thinking about doing
Scorch the earth.
What was that?
There's a little counter.
Did you hear that?
All right. Nice. I like it.
There's a creature approaching.
20 to 25.
24.
Nice.
You gotta.
Yeah, no, I really gotta snap that shit.
15 to 20.
It's like a drink.
18.
I was thinking catch it.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I got a 22. I'm sorry. I just didn't even roll my initiative, so.
Sorry, yours was
18.
18. I mixed all these up. Boom.
We mixed all of them.
10 to 15.
12.
11.
Woo! 6. 5 to 10.
7.
I should have just kept my number.
What did you roll?
Third.
All right, so as you're traveling along the coast here, there's a very sudden flap of wings and a massive kind of lizard-like winged beast. Not
Cthulhu.
massive, large,
Okay.
dragon-like,
Oh.
comes launching up over the cliff edge and will choose a random target. One, you're surprised. You're no longer surprised. Everyone else is surprised. That being said, the target is going to be Aurelius. You do not currently have a reaction, sadly. And this creature is going to.
Do I have a reaction? It's probably just gonna breathe on all of us.
No, it's going to take
Yeah, the dragon.
a claw attack
Oh,
on
no.
you and a stinger
It's a
attack.
Reaction.
Or
We'll find out. We'll kill it. We'll find out.
The claw is going to crit,
Okay. But if I do shield, it
you have no
becomes
reaction.
I have no reaction.
And a shield won't stop a crit.
Okay.
And the other attack is going to be a +7. No. Yeah, +7 is a 15.
That does hit.
Okay.
Well, it's 15. It is my AC.
Okay, so that hits.
Mhm.
So the claw is going to be the crit.
Okay.
And the claw will do 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the stinger is going to hit you, and I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw.
I got it. I rolled a 20 for initiative. Beauty. Thank you.
15.
15 is the DC, which is very fortunate because 7d6 poison hurts.
And I would be
Come to you.
and I would be dead.
So
My character would be dead then.
You rested.
More than double my HP.
7d6.
Oh,
not
this.
7d6.
Oh.
7,
Not
76.
Yes, I know. I was like.
No, that's what it sounded like.
So-
I know. Poor diction.
12, 13,
Right.
14,
You took a
15,
good
16,
hit.
18, 19, 20, 21. So you're going to take 10 poison damage after being halved.
Okay.
And you're going to take the stinger damage is going to be, oh, that is actually a crit, so don't half it. Just keep
Yeah.
So what is the
ouch.
number?
it. I said 21,
21
yes,
plus 14.
plus
What?
14 plus 24.
Asshole.
No, the stinger didn't.
The
crit.
stinger didn't
Yeah.
crit.
What am I doing?
I was gonna
That
ask.
like,
The
wait a
stinger
second.
did not crit. Only
Somebody
the claw.
slap me. Somebody slap me.
Slap him.
Only the,
Give
only
him the
claw
chair.
crit. Totally
him the
redoing the
chair.
damage. You are going to take 5, 10, 24 points of damage from the claw.
Okay.
And you're going to take 10 points of poison and 12 points of piercing.
So
40.
46.
He's
Much
still
less.
down.
Down?
Yep.
I have to subtract my arcane ward.
Oh shoot!
All right, all right.
46 minus 15 would be
31.
31. So I have
Negative.
1 point of hit point.
Dude, if you had gone to
Way
0,
to
I would have
go.
done so much more healing. So I almost wish you did.
Sweet,
A
dude.
single point of damage left as the wyvern launches up from behind the cliff, sweeps by, claws, and the stinger smacks into you, injecting just awful
Who's
pain.
three? I want to fuck him up.
That was clutch, dude.
I can't. I
That
know.
was so
I was
close.
like,
Because
I
we're-
feel
I'm
like
no
that
longer
when I need to
surprised.
do
That's
that,
no
what
longer
this campaign-
surprised.
What color is it?
It's a wyvern. It's just a reddish.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not a dragon. They're not like.
Sure, I just
Intelligence.
wanted
So
to know the
you
color of it.
skip your
Yeah,
turn
they're
because you were
rich.
surprised.
Everyone else skips their turn because they were surprised.
What about me?
Now it's
Oh,
back
you're
to
alert.
you.
You do not.
So may I attack
Yes.
you? Yeah, bitch.
Yeah. So it will be in the air.
Oh,
Attack.
I know.
Oh my
Does
God.
does an 8 hit?
An 8 does not hit, unfortunately.
I'm gonna do a bonus action and actually hide.
Yes, there's not a lot to hide around.
gonna
We kind
do
of established
bonus
small. There's a
action
specific type of
and fucking hide.
humanoid that allows you to hide behind other humans, so you can't hide behind your friends. It's pretty
So
bad.
I can't like use my 21 and like sneak around and hide behind anything.
I would say there's not a lot to hide behind. Because it takes a specific racial trait to hide behind other.
That's
Other people.
Well,
Other people.
unless you, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless there's foliage or something.
Yeah, but there's
It's
not
like
really.
plains. It's open.
all right.
Yeah.
So
And it's above
Well,
us.
tall grass or plains?
This is a Pokemon.
let's
No,
go
this
through
is
this
Magic
round.
the Gathering, yo.
So number 5. So yeah, we come back around to number 1.
Who's won?
That's
You.
you.
That's
Oh, yeah. All right.
Shoot this fucker.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna break the arrowhead off this time. Yeah, kill somebody.
Way to survive.
No, because then I would have done so much more healing.
Well, there's a chance
no.
it just
What's
He would have been gone.
Oh yeah. Okay.
question? What's the chance that I douse? Is it gonna be an action to douse the arrowhead in oil before I
Yes.
shoot it?
Yes.
All right, I'm just gonna shoot it.
Yeah,
All right, shoot it.
7.
Sad.
All right. That is a miss.
That was
Number
a natural
2
one.
is it's going to be its turn. There's a bunch of you.
Oh, 8. My bad.
You're pretty hurt. But you're kind of like stringy, right? You're small. You're not super meaty.
I'm 6'1", an athletic build.
Mm.
You define however
Yeah.
you interpret athletic build.
All right. So yeah, you'd be some meat probably. What's your strength?
8.
Okay, you're not that much meat. There's not a lot of muscle on there.
Lean.
Are you
Tone.
Are you
A runner's build, if you will. I have a runner's build.
Who's got the
CrossFit?
Who's got the
or-
largest strength? Who's looking like they're a snack?
I
Who's
would
looking like a
assume-
snack?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Every day.
I got +1 strength. I'll
Plus 1
take it.
strength. Anyone have better than plus 1 strength?
I have a +2 strength.
Plus 2 strength.
I got a -1 strength.
Do I
Alright.
really have the most strength?
Orin, you're looking
I
like a
also-
snack.
Get it. Non-strength based.
It's all
So-
them. Yeah,
So he
you
is
know what
going
it is?
to, instead of claw and sting, he's going to bite and sting.
Okay.
So the bite is going to miss. The sting is going to miss.
Great.
Yeah. And he'll fly by.
Oof. Okay.
Woof.
So his flying speed is 80, so he will be 70 feet in the air at this point.
I need to check the range of some things.
just so we know. Actually, a little. I'll put him 60 because I know the range of some things, and I'm a generous man. Number 3.
All right. I'm going to go over to Aurelius and be like, oh my gosh. Can you believe this? I'm gonna cast a level 3 Cure Wounds.
Nice. Do it.
That's too bad.
Oh my god!
Was
So
it
I got
bad?
2 ones. Yeah.
Oh
Sure.
no.
I'm gonna do. So that's
360.
Just wanna make sure I
11 back to you.
11 health. You're feeling a little better, buddy.
Oh, sweet!
You're
Sorry.
at 12.
And then
And a 2.
oof, I can't cast another spell, so I'm gonna.
This is when you
Not gonna quicken spell a cantrip. That is garbage.
It is not a dragon.
Yeah, with my.
It shouldn't have any resistance.
I will
I don't think.
use my action to dodge.
Blowing my balls.
No wait,
No, you use your action.
I did.
Yes.
I'm done.
All right, number 4. Sterling,
Very good.
take a shot.
I'm gonna take a shot. Don't hear it. You got 18 to hit.
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 It's got armor on it.
Motherfucker. Let's see. Is he in any sort of distance for sneak attack?
No, there's no way to get a sneak attack on him.
He's flying by my
Those are
friends.
sp-
No,
not all.
he's
He's
flying
flying
60
60
feet above.
above your
Unless one of your friends is flying 60 feet in the air.
Didn't Ignis just fly up
I don't have a whole lot.
angrily?
I grabbed its leg.
Fucking shit. 7?
7 will miss.
What? No, that's 7 points of damage.
Oh, did you already hit? Am I crazy?
Yeah, that
What
was.
happened? Oh yeah,
What?
dude, I'm an idiot. I'm an
We
idiot.
just communicated how much I
We did.
It is why
I'm so
you were
foolish.
not.
So,
So,
write down
heavy
the cumulative hit points damage he takes. So 7.
Do you want some more?
Because I don't have a scratch pad.
No, I'll just
Yeah.
What is the range of Thunder
Level 3.
30 feet.
Number
60.
5.
and with the bonus action, I'm gonna disengage in time. Super did it well.
I'm gonna fireball it.
You gonna
Thank
fireball?
you!
Yeah!
Oh my god.
It's red.
With a 29 stealth.
What level?
God, if I
Regular.
don't, can't.
So 1.
Third
Yeah.
level.
Isn't that is that 5d? Is that 5d6?
It's
8d6.
17 will make.
It's
17 will
5d6.
make. Okay.
Is cast at the 8th level plus 8d6.
So 13,
6.
It's gross.
18,
Boo.
23 damage.
23 divided by 2
Yeah.
All right.
So
is
It's-
going to be 11.
Fucking red.
Number 6.
No, it's
No, it made the save.
It made the deck save.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is a wyvern. It has no resistances.
all right.
It's just a big lizard that can fly.
Aurelius, what you got?
Oh shit.
I am going to It's no longer near me, right? You flew away.
Yeah.
Okay. I will.
But it has a lot of movement.
Yes, it does. I'm gonna cast magic missiles on it at level 3.
It casts shield.
No, it doesn't. No, it fucking doesn't.
Counter spell.
I got a counter now, guys. And I get a boost on my arcane ward.
All right.
I only have 1
Interrupt. Would you like some more?
because I upcast it, so I get 4
All right.
total. So
Let
I
me know
need
the
3.
damage once that's rolled. We'll
I
go
just need
to
3.
Dolan.
This one right here.
No, if you
I'm
upcast
telling
it
you.
2
This one.
levels.
This one.
What you doing?
I would make the argument that I feel like
I might be
runes are
wrong.
pretty
I might be
metal.
wrong.
Can I cast heat metal?
No.
No. Okay.
You could heat metal in one of us.
I will be doing this
40
new
all
whispers.
day.
It
Oh.
is 60
It was a
feet,
4.
and
It
it
was
is
a
60
fucking
feet.
4.
All right. What's 17? What's the saving throw?
17 beats it.
No. What is the stat?
The stat is wisdom.
Wisdom. It adds 1. So
Yeah.
it will make the save.
Gotcha.
Is it half damage? Doesn't run.
You get half damage just in whispers.
Yep.
Do I?
Yep. Yeah, you do half damage and it just doesn't run. So go ahead and roll up your damage.
You're correct.
28.
All right. I could have done it at a higher level. Why didn't I do that?
Yes.
So I got 8.
8
So
points
4
of
damage.
Oh, 4.
19.
I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness at 3rd level.
All right. Just an attack roll.
20 something to hit.
Oh yeah.
I will need a con save from you.
It took 21 points of damage.
Add 4 to that. Its con save will be a 22.
That will make, so it's not poisoned, but it will still take a lot.
Nice.
26
Nice.
poison damage with a 5, 6, 7, 8 on my dice.
Wow. Killing him.
What'd you get?
28.
Yeah.
28 points of damage.
26 points.
26 points of damage.
Math. I was just doing math.
The con save is, if it fails the con save, it's poison.
67.
Yeah.
69.
69. It dies. No, it doesn't. Egan,
Since I make it
it's all you, buddy.
Well, it looks like I'm taking an arrow and I'm going to shoot it.
All right. Take a shot.
Because I'm Marshall. Plus 7. 12.
12 points of damage is going to miss. 12 points of damage, 12 to dice. What am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. All right.
I remember my first D&D
He's going
game.
he's going to spin and plummet straight down towards.
Action surge.
Okay. Do it.
I'm gonna. 17.
That hits. 3 damage. He spins and plummets towards Orin.
What would you say? 3 damage?
No. Do your damage.
Oh, I thought you said 3 damage. I was like, what?
Ooh.
11.
18 and 23 to hit you.
Both hit.
All right.
Wait, so 11 points of damage?
11 piercing.
18 is the bite, which is going to do 12 points of piercing damage. I need a con save for the poison.
My brain is very bad.
Also nice for that the total before the 11.
Con's gonna fail.
Con's gonna fail, so you're gonna take the full of 7d6 points of damage, as well as
Stop.
Really?
12 points of piercing.
I'm just
12, another 12?
We do a potion of healing on someone.
I'm fairly
6,
certain.
12, 13, 17, 22, 25, 28 points of damage.
I'm
Who's
confirming whether or not I can absorb elements to poison.
You cannot.
It's not one
it's
of
not
the
an element.
Yeah, it's more of a condition.
Don't you,
not an
Yeah.
you
element.
use the word element. I mean,
Fire, wind,
acid.
water.
I'm thinking of acid.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yep.
Okay. So 28, you said?
Yep.
I'm down.
All right. So it will grab his body and move half of its movement is 40 feet away from you with Orin.
Carrying.
It's
Orin.
my turn now, right?
Stop your obsession with
Oh,
the
no,
water. You get your own
it's yours.
fireball.
I'll
Use
cast
it.
Healing Word with a 60-foot range first on Orin.
I was about to say.
All right.
So
Okay.
it heals for the maximum amount. This is a level 3 spell, so that's 3 times 4 plus 4.
16.
Joe,
Yeah.
make me an athletics roll against it.
No.
Oh, you're gonna
Got
make it.
proficiency now.
It's an 8.
No.
7.
That's probably lucky.
With my action, I'll cast guidance on him.
No, it's lucky. It's lucky that he does that. The wyvern
I don't
doesn't
wanna
drop it.
fall.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so what do I
Yes, you
heal then?
do.
I think we said 16.
16 points back to you.
You can
With
take
my
2d6.
action, I'll. Man, I guess I'll just
I
hold
don't
the
think
head
anybody
on
has.
it.
I don't think anybody has feather falls. Some have died, probably.
Well,
You can.
you won't be in it.
It's going to fail,
Okay.
and it's injured. So
I
it's
can
doing 12.
inspire your
Yeah.
fall.
He was falling.
Okay, 13.
This is
Alright.
what you get for
That was far
training
into the
me.
spell. Joe, what do we have? Alright, sounds good. Number 4.
Don't murder
He's 40 feet away from you.
25.
25 hits.
For a bow. Okay.
And because he's holding my friend, that's some sneak attack damage.
Because your friend is conscious. It
That's
is.
correct.
Oh wow.
Oh.
True, you're distracting him. You're like wiggling.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
He pulled some shit. He's pulling some shit.
You are,
That
I
was a
mean,
bad
it's
whistle.
legit.
What number
It's
are you?
legit.
Let's do this fucker first. 6.
But if he
Fucking
dies, you're
9,
gonna fall.
17.
30 feet.
I could
See,
ray of frost you
9.
and slow you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't think it works like
9
that.
Dumbledore and
plus
Harry
6,
Potter.
15, 16.
Featherfall
Plus
is one of the spells in my
4.
spellbooks that I can learn.
20
20.
points.
20 points of damage.
Yeah, so at 113 off of 110 health, it is going to die.
Yeah.
Now, odds or evens
Right.
that it was over the cliff when it falls.
What?
Odds. Odds.
I always choose evens.
His
Odds.
decision, even if it
Odds.
is.
Evens.
6.
All right, so it will come plummeting down,
Can't look at
and it will hit the edge of the cliff and go off, and you will hit the edge of the cliff and make me a saving throw.
Is it dex or strength or what?
Actually, an ability check just to grab on. If you like acrobatics or athletics, whatever you like, or if you like a saving throw of one of those, whichever you prefer.
Can I give him a bardic inspiration? I think it was going to be my turn next.
What do you mean? a
No,
saving
because it
throw?
happens on last turn.
So I get to choose a saving throw?
Dex or strength,
Okay.
or athletics or acrobatics,
be
whichever
one
is
of
going
the
to be your highest.
The number is going to be the same.
It could be cool.
with
save.
a ward.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have a +6 to my dexterity saves, but I have a +5 to my athletics.
Yeah, then do a dex save.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
yeah.
25.
All right. So you are rolling towards the edge. You hit and you grab on the edge of the cliff, and you're kind of dangling. You watch the wyvern fall 60, 80 feet to the ground and snap.
Great.
In what?
All right,
That's all I got.
harvest some of this meat, y'all.
There's not an easy way down. You can go down if you'd like to attempt to harvest it.
I mean,
However,
that poison is worth like 500 gold an ounce, so.
Yeah,
or
we're
you could
taking
just die trying to get it.
No, we're gonna get it.
We definitely have that much rope between all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a kit that would allow you to harvest the poison?
Yes, I have
Yeah.
a climber's kit.
I'm a
Also.
kid.
No.
I have a poisoner's kit.
Herbalism, poisoners,
Sounds good.
climbing.
Maybe something you can maybe sell to and Candlekeep, actually.
That's something that I could stab someone
Just
with.
just to let you know, climber's kit. You guys want to like tie ropes?
Well, we
together?
should first
got
go
it.
get our friend who's dangling off a cliff.
Right.
Oh,
Pulls
he's
himself
fine.
up.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
he
was-
does?
Yeah, I would very epically, if you thought I was gone, I just kind of like pull myself up, like, yeah.
You're
that,
holding
that
your
last
weapon.
minute gauntlet.
It's the 5 feet away.
He didn't grab to the top of the cliff. It was like a foot down.
And then you
so
say,
you
"Run,
definitely
you
thought he was
fools."
gone. 100%. thought he
There's
was
just a
gone.
little shelf.
And
Indiana
then
Jones
you say, "Run, you
looks
fools!"
behind
and
you.
you dive off into
What do you-
Poison.
Yeah.
You're dead.
So, Orin,
Yeah.
tell
So,
us,
wait a minute.
is this more
Yeah,
Lord of the
fuck it.
Rings or more Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade?
I do have a whip.
Is this
No.
what does this look like?
Oh, I tumble off, I take off a dagger, and I slow down.
Oh,
I do it my own way.
So here's what I'll tell you about going down to
Sloth.
harvest. It's in a tide. There's a bunch of stuff going on, so you can climb down there fine. I'm not going to make you make silly checks for that. It's a harrowing journey down, but you'll make your check to harvest it at disadvantage unless you have some way of hauling it up the cliff, which I don't think you have draft horses.
I will
How
take
far
the
is it?
chances. At
80 feet down.
I bought a boat.
About 10 series
I
floating
too
disc.
will also take my chances at disadvantage.
That will not go up the side of a cliff.
I thought it.
I can't cast it as a Mammon tiefling once
What
per
kind of
day.
a check do you want for? myself. And
Disadvantage.
him
I
going
just
down.
rolled.
I don't need, like I said, I don't need a check for you to go down.
But you
to
could
harvest it will be a disadvantage.
you could still aid him though with his disadvantage.
Oh,
I'll give you guidance. I don't
But that's
know.
what it is. Yeah.
Can I use my bardic inspiration on this person?
you don't have.
Wait,
you're not a
what?
bard.
Shit, no.
No,
I've been holding on to my bardic inspiration since like fucking
The last
5
10
days.
minutes.
It has last 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's
Right.
10 minutes.
I
last 10
asked-
minutes.
Do you mean
You know-
inspiration or bardic
Hey.
inspiration?
Oh,
Sterling.
D6.
Sterling,
Disadvantage.
you know who you
said?
can go for bardic inspiration. You got a buddy, but it'll cost you.
So
So who has a poisoner's kit? You have one or just proficiency?
Yes,
I have expertise with the poisonous kit.
quite certain.
It was
have one.
check your equipment, not your proficiency.
Not your
It's
proficiency.
apparent that I might not have one.
It is the
No, no, what's
second item on my list.
Yes.
Well, no,
I
no.
think you
so
have one.
I've got one.
I don't think it was a thing that he was able to find.
Yeah, he couldn't get it because it was too.
I've got an herbalism
Terroristy.
kit, but we're never gonna have time to
Okay,
make potions.
So
So-
it's gonna be Ignis doing it.
Right.
Do we want to give him inspiration and a guidance?
I
to
will
make
pray for you to not get poisoned trying to get the poison.
I will provide inspiration.
It's
You have
not
a-
your day to
you have
die.
a bardic-
okay?
1d6.
You have a bardic inspiration and a
Yeah,
guidance. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
He's
And
singing a song
and you make
saying,
the roll at disadvantage.
Do not poison yourself. Do not poison yourself.
Oh,
Do not poison. Do not poison yourself.
and 2 1s on my inspiration.
Jeez, that's
What ability would you like me to use based this off of? Intelligence, dexterity,
Nature.
nature,
Intelligence.
intelligence.
So not the nature skill, but yeah, intelligence.
So a 10 total.
10 total will not do it. So go ahead and make your con save.
I'm immune to poison.
Excellent. So you don't take any damage. Unfortunately, you are unable to harvest.
Alright. That's fair.
"We tried."
And immune to
We
poison.
use
Might I
the
give you that? Can
fucking-
I just take that? No.
Thematic
One.
is appropriate.
You
for
could have
character.
aided also, right?
There's
And then made it a
2
straight
18s.
roll.
Can I take
No,
roll
because in this
instead?
particular situation, with it like rocking and
much
flopping
fair.
around with the waves, another person is less useful than helpful.
Yeah, 2 people end up turning into half person,
Yeah.
and then 3
Yeah.
people are like,
Seem to
It's
remember
bad.
another
In
campaign
that,
where we
just
were
in that
stuck
situation,
up against the wall.
it's a little
with
less
tide
helpful.
and a storm.
But
Trying to remember the last campaign.
is there anything else off of it you'd like to harvest?
A fang,
Yes.
a claw.
Yes.
And an eyeball.
oh, make sure the fang is like, one that produces venom.
It's not how that works. It's not the tooth.
The
It's
tail.
the organ.
The tail. Yeah.
Well, the
bite doesn't do
yeah.
it.
Well, you
It-
still
it-
grab
it-
one.
It is
Ah.
because it's still within.
But it's its stinger. It has a stinger.
Yeah. It doesn't bite for poison.
Oh,
The
it
pouch
stings
is.
for
It's just a
poison.
stinger.
I'll get 2 fangs.
2 fangs. It is.
2 fangs.
All right.
Grab me an eyeball, bitch.
I was thinking of staying.
You want a
You
little bit of
need
meat?
a sword to
Glands.
You want a little bit of meat? A couple pounds of meat. Kick some liver.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm immune to poison. I could.
it's like pufferfish.
It's
Do
not
it.
poisonous. It's not poisonous or venomous. It's not venomous.
After a
Poison.
certain temperature.
Meat
there's-
Poisonous is what you would eat. Venomous
Yeah,
is what
it
you
is
do.
not poisonous. It's only venomous.
Am I poisonous?
I saw that.
Toxic, perhaps. Who knows?
Grab me that eyeball, bitch.
All right, so you harvest these things. Like I said, no rolls. You'll come up and down the cliff. It's a
I
little
will
hailing.
harvest some meat.
Some meat. All right, so you can harvest enough meat that you can all share a delicious wyvern meat meal by the end of the day.
Good.
You
Good.
fucking
Feel good?
I'd like to eat that thing that tried to kill us.
Yeah, do it.
I would.
Might as well.
It's very-
Establish dominance.
Very thick, but very chewy.
Go fuck that thing.
Is it that thick or is it just more lean? Or...
So 9:30. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time for another day.
So-
I want to fight another wyvern.
At the same time, so before we continue on, what health are you at?
I'm at 4. I'm at 16 health.
I believe we're gonna.
Oh yeah, so
sleep.
you'll
Okay.
get the long rest.
I don't know what that means. What is 16 health?
We'll get another long rest.
Yeah, you eat the wyvern meat. It's super tasty. Everyone who rolls it, give me a d20.
Lucas.
Really?
Everyone rolls it.
Yes.
What if D20? Kurt.
What if I?
Ooh, I'm sorry.
What'd you get?
I didn't mean to
Yeah,
roll
look,
Is
that
this
die.
like with the dinosaurs?
What'd you get?
No.
I got 12.
So I'll go around the table. D20, no modifier.
12.
Natural 20.
Excellent.
17.
4.
You get an extra
5.
if you do the
6.
10.
10. You two,
poison. Oh, cool.
you both feel just like inspired by your deed.
Oh, thank God.
I was held by it.
Oh wait, we're not done yet.
Yeah, by your survival. So for the rest of the journey. You
that's
can
not me.
add 5 points to your max health.
Hey, cool.
Not you.
Nope.
Anybody mind
Is
if I
this you?
lead the next jaunt, or are we trying to do?
I
splits
think the
all day?
next is Orin gets to
Yeah.
make a roll for day 4.
Can you do worse than a wyvern?
No, use
Huh?
that brown
That's
die.
a challenge.
I get my fireball back.
There you go.
11.
OG. I'm so sorry.
You're totally
OG.
fine.
That was OG.
OG.
What did you do, sorcerer?
Just some of the original ancient shit.
I'm gonna spend
Original
a sorcery.
11.
11. All right. So with that, I'm going to have you
Yeah, no, never mind.
make a roll. D12.
I was
Roll that
Oh,
too.
Spencer's doing
I was
something.
gonna aid today. Double duration, 16 hours.
Yeah.
3rd level spell.
Sounds good. Picky people.
You and you again. 10,
Thank you.
10 more maximum hit points.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
40.
Give me a D10 roll.
43. I think I might be calculating this shit wrong.
I don't get the 10. It just
I
my
hate
max
fighters.
is up.
Trace.
You said 3.
Try.
Yes. You should be fully healed anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and roll a D6.
D8.
Oh, and you get the extra 10
Two.
hit points. Yes.
All right. So as you're
Oh, I do
traveling,
get it. Okay.
all right. So once again, as you're traveling, it's a nice day. The night is come and gone. You are fully healed, rested, having partaken of your wyvern meat, and you continue.
Hey,
Yes, I have some rolls to make. Con save and con save for both of you guys.
Can I guide him through this?
No.
Can I be like, come on,
you
dude,
have been through this
you're-
addiction.
You don't
we
know.
can do this. You've been through worse. You've been drunk. You're hungover, puking your.
This is the worst sponsor.
How many
Can
rolls
I say that
until?
It
This
just
is
keeps going until you succeed.
compared to rehab? This is friendship is great.
What is the succeed?
I got
I'll
a
let you know when you do it.
9.
9.
Yeah.
Roll 2d10.
Full
You
D10.
can't say friendship is great
6.
and roll on
6.
9.
Roll 2d10.
The fuck is that?
You're poisoned and you take that much damage.
Whoa.
I
That
will.
is a
9.
oh, that's a 16.
Ouch.
Those are D12s. Roll D10s. You punk.
Thank
Nice.
Too many sides.
God.
Too many sides.
that hurts so much.
Good.
Watch him roll the same thing.
2 10s.
2 10s. 2 10s. Do it.
Yeah.
11.
11. All right. So as you're on the road, you see another small wagon. You said you're on the D6. It was a 3, right?
2.
2. You see a small, not a wagon, a cart in the distance. There's a couple individuals on board. It's a ways off. It's far enough off you
They have
can't
any-
tell any details. They also can't see you at the moment. What's
Any
up?
large shields they're carrying.
Doesn't appear to be.
Do they have
And it's a
any-
cart. There doesn't look like any room for any shenanigans.
They're
What
wearing
color is
dragon
the cart?
masks.
It's just a cart.
What color?
It's just a cart.
Wood?
Yeah.
So like gray?
Wood color.
Like wood, not
Black?
gray. There's not a lot of gray wood.
Brown? Yeah, if it's really old.
A quarter of a mile away, you can't tell.
Is it made from a 300-year-old barn?
Is it barn wood? Is it gray? It's gray. Okay. Are there dwarves on it?
It's a
Specific.
quarter mile away. Can you tell?
Quarter mile away.
No.
Yes, I can. I have binoculars. You want me to look at my inventory?
And on that note, should we do like last time and not be seen, or
Hide.
not be seen?
I kind of miss the entertainers. I feel like that would have been fun.
Hide.
Oh, but
Oh,
we all
but-
agreed on not doing
Oh,
the thing.
you
This
as
is
the
stuff.
party.
I gave it an option.
No, no.
I will give the
three
option
people-
again. Would we
three
like to do it
people
again?
answered.
Let's skirt around him again.
Let's hide.
I say
Hide,
tactically,
hide and watch,
strategically,
hide and watch,
we
hide
skirt
and
around.
watch. You get the
Raise
best of
your
both worlds.
raise your hand if you want to check these guys out.
Let's hide and watch. I vote for that.
Yeah, that's both. The best of both worlds.
Okay, so first off, interact with him. Raise your hand.
Interact.
2 people.
Sure.
3 people.
Are you interacting?
Well, what's the next option?
Not hide.
Now you have to split a.
Oh,
now you have to flip
interact.
a coin.
Interact.
Wait, no.
Wait, so it's you 4 that want to interact.
Interact.
Yes, interact.
Okay. Against 3. So then we're gonna well, I guess they could interact and we could just.
That is
not.
correct.
Hide
You can,
and
you can
watch.
hide.
in the
and
woods.
Yeah.
Invisible again.
We could appear like a smaller party.
And
case.
our safety word will be pumpernickel.
So
No,
three of us could
There's
hide.
no
I
safety
feel
word.
like if half the party hides, whatever. It's fine. So the
Sad.
4 of us are gonna go up to it.
Okay. So yeah, you wait. You wait in the road, or are you like going forward?
going forward.
It makes sense actually for humans
So
as
4
opposed to
travel down the road, the other 3 stay back, so you'll be
Extra
a quarter
fighting
mile away
creatures.
from this encounter.
It'll
If
be
they
okay.
are traveling down, I will go with.
It'll be okay.
Okay.
So
Then 2 stay behind, and you'll be a quarter mile away from the encounter.
Mm-hmm.
A quarter mile away?
Yes, because here's the situation. They have not seen you where you are. If you're hiding where you are, they won't see you, but if you are traveling towards them with everyone else, they will definitely see you.
I will travel towards with everyone else.
Might as well.
All right, so everyone stays on the road, and you approach the 2 individuals on the cart. As you get close, you come within like hailing range. It's 2. They appear to be humanoids. They're wearing some some robes, not wizardly robes, but robes. Not super nice.
Clerical-ish?
No,
Wizardly?
he said not wizardly.
not wizardly.
Not wizardly.
He literally
Homeless?
just said that.
No.
how old do they look?
They look to be like 40s,
Do they look
like
based
humanoids.
on what's
Is it-
pulling their cart?
A horse.
Male and female, or just
2 men.
two
How
men?
old is the horse?
We assume.
No, seriously, I'm not fucking around. How old is the horse?
You have no way of knowing until you check out its teeth. You can walk up and open its mouth and start looking at its teeth if you would like, but otherwise there's no way to gauge how old a horse is.
There's no gray hairs on its eyes.
Gentlemen,
Thank you.
so what we do when this happens is we smile and we wave, and we say, have a good day,
Smile
and
wave,
then we walk
boys.
past.
Smile
Yeah.
and wave.
Right. So as you're coming to pass,
And then the next firewall.
one of them will just kind of lean over and say, "You should be careful. I hear there's fiends around."
Okay. Did you heard or did you see anything?
I heard.
What happened to smile and wave?
Fiends, you say? Is
Fiends.
it derogatory?
We just say
I don't think so.
thanks, and we just keep
Are
walking.
you a fiend?
Are you?
An alcohol fiend.
Okay. Have
Keep
we?
Let's
Six.
let's
Oh,
not
yeah,
let's
yeah,
not
yeah.
snowball. Let's not snowball. Let's keep focused. Come on,
I'm-
let's
I'm
keep focused with these guys.
Fiends to many things, eh?
How do you notice fiends?
Are these people serious? I believe they are. They look like adventurers, though. They should know what they're talking. They seem like idiots. Not derogatory. That is not insulting.
We should
All right.
rob them.
Thank you.
End of encounter.
Get my
will-
scarf and
If anybody makes
fuck off
if
down
anybody
the
makes
road.
that action, I will
All right.
step in
No
that.
moves either
So
way.
you continue past the harmless scholars who just wanted to warn you of a threat.
Well,
I wave and
Can I
say
look out for
thank
fiends?
I wave, say thank you, and
I
apologize
look out
for
for
the
fiends as we walk through, the rest of the day.
Can we
Oh.
can we possibly do passive tracelessness or whatever the fuck it
Can-
is?
But it only lasts for an hour, though.
Can we ask them
so-
for a toll before they pass?
No.
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 No. Let's
Why
just
would we
fuck
do
off.
that? What would we gain?
Money.
They seem very full of money.
Probably 2 silver.
Right.
When we camp, can I try and take another look at the book?
Yeah.
Take another read?
So that's a no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Right.
over. Sorry.
So
So
14 total.
Sorry.
Bullshit. I got a 3%.
Investigation.
So-
I'm assuming.
Yeah, investigation.
3%.
So as you're reading it, it's still a little bit, it's dense, it's
Yeah.
hard to read. You're not going to gain any super useful information. What you do gain is some sense of the author. Part of the reason it's so difficult is because the wording is a little disjointed. It's not, and this is what you gather, it's definitely the ramblings of a madman. And that's why it's so hard to read. Not necessarily because you can't understand the words or you can't gather. It's more that just if this person was speaking, you would have no way of following them.
What is the content about?
Oh, the end of the world.
End of the world? Right.
Something, demons, devils.
Question,
He
DM.
knows
does,
more than anybody else does.
hold on. Does that
He
mean that
uses
we?
circular logic and
Does
lots
that
of
mean
fallacies.
that we settled down and camped
He
since then?
He doesn't use them
You are
in
that's the
description.
encounter. That's the end of the
It is the evening of day 4.
Thank you.
Yep.
It doesn't make it any less fact.
Day 5.
Rounded
Saving throws?
D20. Oh yeah, saving throws first.
Oh yeah, con saves for both of you guys.
Why you did
Because I had to do this.
No, you still should.
You all drank the tea willingly.
You're still like,
so did
you
I,
can
but I-
watch it over.
That's a
We are that short.
13.
13.
I think you're right.
3d10,
But at the
you're
same
poisoned.
time-
3d10.
Ooh, I don't
2.
think you're right.
2, 3d10, you're poisoned.
I'll arm wrestle you for it.
Lesser rest.
All lesser restoration, the other
I
poison one.
appreciate
Fuck's the
that.
fucking tens.
God, that's a
That is a 20.
Oh god.
I'll also
Alright.
heal you, I guess.
Fucking.
I'll heal myself. I need more healing. I only have
17.
5.
You have cure wounds.
I do have
Inject
cure
me with medicine.
wounds. Inject me with medicine. I will. Yeah, I'll heal myself too.
Oh, okay.
I lied. I have wyvern
17.
poison.
Encounter roll.
So you have like this type of
Uh,
poison.
16 hours. So yeah,
What?
if it's the next day, you wouldn't have those anymore.
14.
17.
I thought we were gonna get attacked.
Just
for
made
sure.
me really sad.
24. 16.
Yeah, there it is.
Really sad.
Jesus.
Can you roll me a d12?
He needs more
Are
blankets.
you
He
hurt
has
real
too
bad?
many blankets.
8.
16 out of 33 all day.
He has too many
Okay,
and needs more blankets at the same
You're
time.
back
Dear
at
God.
15 or 15 more to you back. Whatever, you got 15 heals.
Oh my
So,
One.
as you're
I'm done rolling dice. Come on.
on your last day,
My dice got
you're coming up towards Candlekeep. You're gonna make it there by nightfall. It's the middle of the day. You're not incredibly far. On the road, you see 6 black-robed individuals. They are 2 of them in front are swinging these kind of incense-filled balls.
Oh.
Are they skulls?
They are not.
I'm about to
Uh,
have PTSD.
as they're walking along, well, that's all you can make out from a
Post-traumatic
quarter mile
skull
away.
disorder.
As I will give you once again with these types of encounters. You may approach them or not.
What time of day is it currently?
Midday.
Midday.
They have skulls.
Let's do
No,
it.
they're not skulls.
I
They're just
said
normal.
there's
not
I would say you
skulls.
can't necessarily tell. They appear to be from this distance, just metal
Normal,
balls.
normal
Can-
sensors. Okay.
Can one of us scout ahead and get a closer look before we decide?
I don't see why we
Let's
need to bother
go.
with them at all.
And I will turn us invisible.
Okay, yes, cool, good.
And we'll scout ahead.
All right. So they will notice you if you guys do not travel backwards as they approach.
Uh-huh.
So are you guys, the rest of you traveling backwards, keeping
What,
that distance?
what if we
Yep.
stay still?
They will notice you.
Oh, so the same pace that they are backwards?
Sure.
Okay.
I would keep walking with them.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys move backwards. Ignis and Orin, you go invisible and get closer.
And I'm walking with them.
Not
No,
invisible.
no, they're invisible.
They're invisible.
I know.
Are you invisible too?
No.
I do not
No.
let you come with if you're not invisible.
Well, to stand
You do
around
not see them.
is dumb.
You're not sure where they are.
Well, then
No,
I will.
hang on, we need you.
The rest of the group is
Fine.
We need you.
Yeah.
We need you.
All right. So the 2 of you approach. As you get close, you hear this like rhythmic chanting from them, and once you can hear it clearly, it's just a repetition of the words "one more day."
in common.
Yes.
Do we see any more indication of like allegiance, like any sort of markings on?
Oh
the
yeah, they
road?
have holy symbols.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like your friends.
Oh.
Are you
They probably know
LinkedIn
each other.
friends?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
That's enough knowledge for us.
No, I know exactly what this is.
Okay. We'll come back to the group.
Okay.
Dahlius.
Yeah.
It would seem that the robed figures are of your kind.
Okay. They might be predicting something.
They
Sometimes
said
they auguring.
one more day.
Yeah, they're probably auguring.
You remember End of Dice by the last passerby?
I mean, I don't. They're not like apocalyptic. you
Well,
know.
this sounds pretty apocalyptic to me.
Oh, well, I think they're probably.
You
just,
should read this book that I have.
I don't
Perhaps,
read.
perhaps we should all agree that you should lead the
Okay.
introduction.
I mean, you all can stay a little ways back because I don't want the way that you address other strangers to be to reflect on me and my people. So,
Well, how did we address you?
I mean, you addressed me very nicely.
There you go.
Well, okay, but I still. Okay, well, let's just see how this
Let's
goes.
just
Love
let
that.
Dahlius do the talk.
I think Dahlia should go forward and priest with them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Even
Well, I'm
if-
just gonna
if
see
they
if
even interact. They seem very.
they might be. I'll
chanty.
as we get closer, I can see.
All right. So you all head closer. You a little bit out front.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hail them or do you just?
I'm just gonna see if they're performing a ritual. Kind of, does anything seem familiar?
Yeah, it's It's very much like, another day towards, another day we've survived, another day that death has taken more. It's just a very, continuous chant praising death.
Yeah,
The circle of life.
I'll send out a prayer, as well. I'll say, it is a fortunate day that we are alive, and a fortunate day that we will die.
More fortunate the day we die.
As long as it's our day to die, yes, which it hasn't been yet. Is there anything going on at Candlekeep? That's where we're headed. I'm for the faithful. I came from Baldur's Gate. I was part of the.
We are simply doing a vigil for those who died at El Terrell.
At El Terrell. Yeah, a bunch of the temple went, around the site. They didn't invite me. But anyway, I mean, I could have gone. I just.
You were perhaps busier with more important tasks.
I think so.
Do you know the day?
The day today?
Your day.
I would say Tuesday. Oh, wait, we don't have Tuesday here. No. I think I haven't. It hasn't been given to me yet. It hasn't been.
Tears Day. Would you like to know?
Well, so remember, I have a divine soul in me from my god, so they can look. It might be weird.
Would you like to know?
Sure. I thought I was supposed to thought that was something I was supposed to figure out myself.
It is a special day.
Okay. Go ahead.
Download the app.
What do you see?
All right. So.
Oh no, they're gonna attack me right now.
No, they're not going to attack you. The one is going to draw upon the chanting.
Okay.
He's going to cast a spell. It will be a ritual. 10 minutes. Does anyone do anything during
It's like
this
a
time?
ceremony. Okay.
Yeah.
Studying what they're doing.
Okay.
With arcane
Yeah.
knowledge.
So a bunch of what they do is inside of their long black cloaks. It's very hidden. There's an air of mystery to it. They start swinging the censer to the point where the incense is coming out like in a billowing fashion that even more obscures their.
I sneeze.
What they're
How
doing.
you're immune.
Not to sneezing.
Not to allergies.
Okay. They tell you your day,
Okay.
and you have, going forward, advantage on your death saves.
Oh, good. Awesome. Sweet.
Until a certain day.
Until I say otherwise. But no, yes, you have advantage on all of your death saves.
Okay.
That's neat.
Thank you.
And they tell you your day in such a way that they indicate that you should not tell anyone else.
Right.
And if you do, it will no longer be your day.
Okay.
So if at any point you reveal that day, you will lose that.
I could still say it's not today.
Oh, you can. That's a greeting. That's a greeting. It's a formality. But if you were to specifically reveal the day that they tell you, you will lose that bonus.
Okay.
If you ever want to reveal it, let me know and I'll tell you the day.
I'll just keep it in my dome.
All right. Sounds good. And with that, they will pass.
Okay. Well, see, that went really well. I now know horrifying knowledge of my demise. I always thought it would feel better, but it's good.
Do we know what happened? Did you share with us what happened?
Good movie.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. I just have knowledge that most people aren't supposed to know. It takes a lot of mental fortitude to keep this up in here, so I can't really.
But what did they do?
They told me about when I won't exist anymore.
When you die.
But I can't tell you because that is for me only. Otherwise, it would unravel the fabric of reality and change fate. So, yeah.
What
Does that
mean, like-
does that make you feel better?
It makes me feel confident that I'm going to be alive right now. Unless, of course, someone intervenes. God, demon, something like that.
Why? Well,
That seems about right.
Well, it's something outside of... anyway, yeah.
What god do you serve again? If you don't mind me asking.
No, it's okay. I haven't played this game in 3 weeks, so let me just check my notes. Kellamvor is my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry. There's a
I picked Kellamvor.
There's a huge.
I thought I was Paylor.
Oh my! He flipped the page and was like, "Oh my god!"
There's a huge pantheon here. Okay.
I thought it was
so-
Herodias.
So,
I've made a grave.
We're not in Greyhawk. Everybody stop with that.
okay, never mind.
No, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, that makes sense.
It's why I'm very good at keeping people from the brink of death, but just normal healing it, day-to-day stuff for a clerical skill.
Well, knowing those kind of things will.
And they will not,
Do that.
even if you ask, offer this service or even speak to someone who is not a member of the clergy or following of Kellamvor. So
It's a cool club. I did offer to ceremony somebody in, but it doesn't really do anything for you.
It's a cool club.
At least he's honest about his religion.
Cool club.
Just surprised.
So with that,
Truth.
you make your way the rest of the way
Every
to
day.
Candlekeep. I will give you a brief description. We're coming up on the end. And your so give me 2 seconds. Once I go back to this page,
What does the skyline look like as we approach at night?
What's temperature?
Gleaming glass buildings.
I will pass the
Fuck
book around.
yes.
Don't read anything. Just look at the pictures if you can.
It's a very large keep.
Yeah, it's
Just the
impressive. Spires, the wall. This is an amazing set of structures. So I'm just passing around an image of Candlekeep that is available inside the Descent into Avernus, and of course, if you Google, the image will be out there somewhere. And I'll show it to the camera as well at the end of this.
Can we derail this entire adventure and just
Just
stick
chilling.
around Candlekeep?
I will say that the book allows for some time spent just in Candlekeep. So on a meta level, we are definitely able to do that. And on a meta level, after Candlekeep is Avernus.
It looks almost
So.
Gondorish.
Yeah, it does.
So
The last king of Gondor.
yeah, we can take a session in
beacons are
Candlekeep.
lit.
We can do some stuff. Because Candlekeep is super dope. For those of you watching, Candlekeep is kind of a library. It's a collection of sages and scholars and mages,
Oh yeah.
wherein you need to have a payment to enter, and that payment is some object of knowledge that is not already within Candlekeep, which is an impressive thing to offer because Candlekeep has so much information within
It's
it.
as if the internet were a place, and that place is Fantasyland.
The other interesting thing about the way Candlekeep interacts with Baldur's Gate is a lot of travelers going to Baldur's Gates or going to Candlekeep stop in Baldur's Gate to attempt to purchase books, find books that would allow them in. So there's a burgeoning market for fake literature in Baldur's Gate. Kind of a fun thing. A little bit of knowledge.
Do they care what kind of knowledge?
That's mine.
It has to be physical. Physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it,
You can't be like, fun fact.
As a bard, could
My
I
experience
could I
is
scribe one of the songs that I heard or learned in the college of New Ulm? And
if
is
it's
that like worth?
Are you notable?
I'm not notable.
Maybe.
Perhaps someday.
Locally.
Yeah.
more on like what if it's like do they if it's more I don't want to say evil based because that's not what I'm going for, but like forbidden
They don't.
research.
They don't care, and the more intriguing,
just
interesting,
want-
they want all of it. They want all
perfect, right?
of it. So,
I like my character in location form.
over the past 4 days, the weather on the coastway has gradually worsened. As I mentioned, the wind had begun to kick up. You see these storm clouds in this beautiful picture. At the end of today, as after you pass those, the worshippers of Kellamvor, dark clouds begin to release heavy rain onto the roads until they run thick with mud. The rain, as you get within 100 or 200 yards of Candlekeep, the rain will subside. The dark clouds will remain. Ahead, you see a path branch from the wider road heading to the sea. A raven perches solemnly on a leaning post, bearing 2 signs that point like arms towards the west. One says the way of the lion, the other says Candlekeep. As you approach the walls, the sun begins to shine through and illuminate the gray walls and pale spires of a time-worn fortress that stands majestically atop a rocky promontory overlooking the sea. The trail leads straight to it. At the gatehouse, you're greeted by 3 monks in purple robes, a human, a shield dwarf, and a sun elf. Around their necks hang holy symbols of Denir, god of writing, whose symbol is a lit candle above an open eye. "Welcome to Candlekeep," says the elf in common. "A gift is required from those seeking admittance. You must donate a book or scroll that is not already in the library's archives. Please present your gift for inspection."
I will step forward and pull out one of my research notebooks from my cloak and hand it to him.
All right.
And it has kind of the first couple years of my research on blood magic
All right.
written in it.
Sounds good. I will
with
give you.
some medicine stuff mixed in.
I'll give you a persuasion check on it.
Kintalia's guide.
Mm-mm.
Oh, so close.
A total of 1.
Sad day. The persuasion was the writing, not his.
That's fine.
Yeah.
He was just close to a 20. That's all.
He says, "You're doing great work. This is very interesting research. I would love to see the outcome someday, but I can tell that some of this is still in progress."
Your grant has been denied.
I do hope to read your name in our archives someday, because this is incredible. It's fascinating.
Do each of us have to present something? We talked about this on the
Yeah.
way.
And he'll hand it back to you very respectfully.
Don't you have something?
He says,
The sword I carved.
I hope
Some kind of cube?
I hope you find a place to continue your research.
I guess I'll just try to. I'll give you a second to think. I'll reach into my bag and I'll say, I guess I don't need this anymore. Years of my life wasted. I pull out my diary studying the cults of the Dead 3 undercover.
Okay.
It's written in like a bit of a cipher, but I have like a page to translate it. And I just say I was undercover studying cults. I'm an inquisitor for Temple of Kalimvor, and it was. I mean, you cultists are more boring than you'd think. I actually think that's kind of riveting in itself. But
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, let me see it.
Okay.
Hand it over.
Here you go.
Go ahead and make your persuasion check.
That is a 17.
All right. He takes a look at it. These are quite good. These notes, your cipher is well done, and these are very thorough notes. I wish that I, in glancing this, did not know the way that cultists used the restroom.
I didn't have much else to
different than
do.
other people. I'm sure someone would find this fascinating. However, we do have extensive works about the Dead 3, given what happened a decade ago. And so, unfortunately, this does not bring us much new knowledge.
You didn't know how many of them claim to be gluten intolerant, but I understand.
Yes. Yes. All right.
I present a book.
What is your book?
It's called The Stolen Life.
Is it your writing?
Yes.
Is it a thing that is on your character sheet?
It's pencil, right?
It is right there. It's written in pencil.
Seriously.
No, not necessarily. It's one of those things that would have been written, but not necessarily written. Autobiography book.
Honestly?
So on a more meta level, did it come with your background?
No.
Okay. Is it specifically related to your background or something?
Yeah.
Have you been working on some great work?
Yeah.
The Wandering Poet.
You have? What is your background?
Oh, the faceless.
Yes. So I would say, I remember the background. So I would say that there's probably a lot of fake in it, and he would detect that pretty immediately.
Right. That's why it's called this.
Yeah, but so like a lot of fiction as opposed to knowledge.
Correct.
Yes. So he would detect that, and he would say, "This is very well written. I appreciate it very much. Doesn't give us new knowledge that we can read about and learn more about the world. There are libraries who would appreciate this, librarians. There are bookstores. There are nobles who would read such fictions, but this does not add to our knowledge."
They like the nonfiction.
Quick question.
Yes.
I got a trinket at the beginning that was a mechanical canary.
Yep.
Does it speak?
Sure. It can make a couple simple words, perhaps.
So it's okay. Never mind.
Specifically, a book or a scroll is an object that they're looking for as well.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Anything else you have?
I mean,
You are well traveled and well written, and these are very impressive things. I do
can
hope.
we might want a sidebar for a moment.
Oh yes, by all means.
Just
I'll pull out a Apocalypto and hand this to him. Like, we came upon this recently. I am not too sure what's in here yet. I'm trying to read through.
He takes a look.
It's mostly
His eyes kind of widen. He says, "This, I will tell you, there is no greed among us. We do not wish to take anything of great value. Are you sure this is a thing that you wish to offer us?
Well,
It will more than
Well,
certainly pay."
sidebar.
Whoa. You said greed, so that means it's valuable.
I know. I grew up in Baldur's Gate.
I know. Because I think it was worth 50 gold.
Whose book? Yours.
Well, it was stolen from the man that they killed.
Yeah.
Or sorry, D-eyeballed.
I say
Yeah.
1, 2,
Let's
3,
see.
4, 5, 6.
Perhaps
700 gold
your
pieces.
book
No,
will
it's
be,
50 each.
more helpful
It's 50
in
for the book.
our
Yeah, we're gonna double it.
things in the things to come.
Well, let me just. So the gentleman on the cart, they said the box. I mean, that's a writing on it.
Double.
It's symbols.
But we came here to learn more about it.
Yeah,
If we
yeah,
gave
we
it,
could-
we'd lose it.
We don't have to be suckers though. Come on, double.
Make a
We're-
copy
don't-
of it.
you don't sell the book to them.
They take it.
They take it.
Yeah.
But you can still use
It's
it.
just admittance.
there.
They're saying basically all they're saying is that you can find something of lesser value to get in. You don't have to give this great big thing.
It is your choice. I just wish to make sure you know.
Oh fudge!
This
I
is
forgot
do
to
you
guide
initial the
these
terms
things
and
out.
conditions.
Money though.
It was 50 gold.
And of course, it will be in the libraries. And for your price of admittance, you are more than welcome to spend time reading it in our libraries. It would just belong to Candlekeep. Just to be perfectly clear.
Look, I mean, I'm just saying.
Does this-
what else?
Does that
You know,
library card last
you don't
forever?
have
Is it
to
like
give
it to
never
them.
expires once you?
No, it is this visit.
Oh, okay.
Though you may stay as long
You
as
can
you
ask
desire.
for money at the same time and still give it to them and see what they
Just
I
not
will
a
not
line.
offend them.
Yeah,
It's
It's
a
a-
request.
This isn't about offending. This is, they offered maybe something
Yeah.
What
less
else
substantial.
Do we have?
I don't think
to-
we have anything
to
else.
offer them.
Nothing.
If they don't want an account of what we've seen and done, then,
There are the other. I don't mean to take things from you, Aurelius, but there are scrolls and books that we came across.
I would say that is of a greater value than a book that we can't understand.
Based a book from a family that we know is directly involved with the dealings of what is happening in Baldur's Gate.
I mean, you've identified these spells, Aurelius. I mean, I don't know if they're even ones that they care about, but if there's anything unusual.
As soon as you
no.
mention money, he will say, the value in gold pieces of a tome is not the value that I speak of.
Talking about brain juices.
I mean, yeah. But,
Here
Cranium weight.
is a question for you.
Yes.
We have a couple of spell books. If we donate these, will we have access to them while we are in the city? Our wizard friend Aurelius here is looking to copy the spells. We have not had the time or the
Funds.
believe
It will depend upon the spells within the tome, but yes, these are potentially usable.
I wonder. I have a question. What makes that book more not a valuable thing to give them?
It's like
Schrodinger's
playing,
book. We have no clue what's in it
Yeah.
for
The-
in character knowledge.
The
It's deal or no
potential
deal,
knowledge
right?
that we could
Yeah.
acquire.
I guess for me,
for our personal needs.
from Oren's perspective, this was a book that was held by the man who specifically had this puzzle box, and it's that obviously he revered. That is a part of the family that is centered, like the whole conflict around Baldur's Gate and potentially the conflict that dropped El Terrell. This might be a key to unlocking that whole story.
And the puzzle box.
It's
And
more
the puzzle
valuable
box.
to the
So, but my
unknown.
question is, wait. So, is it written by the Van Thamper?
No, there's not a. And
There's
not
no
a-
author, so there's no
author.
connection at all to the book to what it's just a ramblings about the end of the world.
That's the idea.
That's
that
the
I've
idea,
gotten.
but there is no. It wasn't on a pedestal with a light and lasers and anything like that. It was the book that
It
was so off
was.
the. It was.
It was on a pedestal in the middle of.
His lasers.
There's literally on a
No
pedestal.
lasers.
So
No,
yes.
yes, it was literally
yeah.
on a pedestal.
If we're jumping back to the meta, like potential artifact, who freaking
Hey,
knows? Yeah.
700 gold. It's worth it.
The in character, the individual, their eyes widened and said, "You really sure?" I would also interpret that out of character. That, but potentially it's Devin saying you probably don't want to do that.
But it's 700 gold.
One way
Where
or
are you
the
getting
other.
700 gold from?
Yeah, where are you
My
getting that
own
from?
mind.
Okay, look.
Just say yes and it happens.
Oh my
So we
God.
are running out of time. So what I will say is he will take a look at the spell books if you want to potentially use the spell books and determine whether there's a spell in there that would be useful to him. Otherwise, there's that book. I'm not sure if you have any other specific writings.
There was one of the spell books had like special spells in it, right? That we didn't
And
know.
if I hit that meta, that he would definitely accept with the spell that you are not familiar with.
Would we?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Would he? If we donate it, would he still have access to try and copy it?
If you stayed around long enough,
Which one had a spell? I
So-
didn't know.
to come into character, he will say
That one.
if a spell book has a spell that we do not currently have within our libraries, we would study it. We would ensure that it was a spell that was safe, that was not on some list made after the Sundering that it was not allowed to be cast, for example, and we would decide whether we needed to destroy it or whether it would be added to our libraries.
How long does it
So,
take
yeah.
to?
700
Well,
weeks.
which unknown spell was in that book? Which one was it? One of the 3 from the Crypt or the Crazy Lady's book?
One of the 3 from the crypt.
3 from the Crypt. Do you know which one?
Can I see do you have the spells listed?
Mm-hmm.
Long story
Uh,
short, don't give
go
him the
back.
one that you can't unfuck.
This one.
Yeah.
X-nade the no way.
So,
Jose.
this could take anywhere from days to months, depending on the complexity of the spell.
Could you just learn the spell now?
5 to 10 business days?
The unknown spell? I don't know how that. I don't know. That is a not in the rule book on how one learns an unknown spell. So I do not know the mechanics
There are
behind
X
that.
number of downtime days with X number of ability checks.
That is how that works. That's not in the rule book. I don't have the answer to that.
Could you have been studying that for the past 5 days? That spell.
No.
I feel like a downtime would have to be like.
That's fine.
You're
I'm
saying
asking
focus,
questions.
Yeah, not traveling.
I'm asking questions so we can weigh our
Wonderful
options.
questions.
I mean, the spell only has that book only has 2 spells that I wanted, which I cannot have. That's fine. I'll just sacrifice knowledge for
What
it.
spells?
Charm person and sleep. So, but not knowing what this unknown spell is,
Sleep is pretty useless after level 3.
true. I still wanted it.
In your libraries, if we give you this book, would he have access to the charm person and sleep spells if he desired to copy them?
Oh, we certainly have those spells within our library that you would be able
Any
to pay
spell
I
you
was gonna
want.
say,
the
here's
normal
a lot.
fees for copying.
Normal fees?
Fucking shit.
I will,
mean,
for the group, I can get rid of it, but just know
Normal
that we probably won't get the unknown spell.
We might not, but you might still.
There's a chance you'd still be able to.
There's a chance. I
Yeah.
mean, so
If it's horribly evil, you might want to consider not learning it.
why?
Knowledge.
So,
Okay.
what is our decision? It clearly belongs to you, so this is your choice, or yours clearly belongs to you, so this is your choice.
700 gold.
Where are you getting
I am
this
unfamiliar.
From the diaphragm
Friend,
through the esophagus and
I'm
out through the vocal box.
my friend.
Get the spells in the black.
Excuse me.
Mike?
Yes.
Oh, alright.
I have laid out the terms for entry. Money is not among those terms. Thank you.
And now you have offended him.
Like some,
He's been really polite.
So
He said very nice things about my raid.
So what
friend,
what does the group
friend.
want? Spellbook
Talking to you.
Shut up.
or
Potential knowledge. Definitely.
Apoco, whatever it's called, Apocalyptico.
We should keep the Apocalyptico book.
Yeah.
Of Apocalypse.
Technically, yeah. We should.
All right.
Okay.
Is that the choice?
We took an item from a boss. We got to keep that.
There you go. Final answer?
Sure.
Only answer.
Yes. All right.
I'm sorry. I'll give you whatever my cut is to get a different spell
He
from
looks
him.
at the spell. He is going to immediately attempt a knowledge arcana on it, which he will fail. He says, I will bring this to our mages. If you are in Candlekeep at some point that we do uncover what this spell is, I will be sure to inform you, if it is one that... Otherwise, thank you. You are all welcome to enter Candlekeep. Please, I suggest, before anything else, you make your way to the hearth.
Yay.
What is the hearth?
It is our pub.
Oh.
What?
One of many or
The only pub.
The only pub. How large is it if it's the only pub?
Not a lot
It's
of
a
the
hearth,
residents of
it's big.
Candlekeep enjoy a pub life, so we do not need so many pubs.
I like
However, you seem to be the type, in no offensive terms, who enjoy a pub.
I mean, I also
Super
prefer
happy.
drinking alone, so that's me too.
Apologies. Sorry. Let's do it.
So, welcome, my friends, to Candlekeep. The gates open.
Music.
And we'll end there. Thank you all so much for joining us. The party has made it to Candlekeep. Some arduous days of travel. And we so much look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Two?
I mean
Thanks again.
6.
Much love from all of us.
I love your energy, Devin.
Bye.
I mean that.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.